Yes, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, Dadwayne Yal, how are we? How we doing? What's up? It's Talk Your Talk Tuesday. You already know Dadwayne Yal. The month chorus of Fadlan. Please like it, share it, subscribe. Welcome to Somali Speaks. If this is your first time, Fadlan. Nugusar the word, Dambalago Kudufta, so you don't miss none of the content that we drop weekly, live streams and videos and all the good stuff and whatnot. Yeah, so talk to me, my brothers and sisters. What's up? It feels good to be back on YouTube, man. Feels good to be back home, back home. I missed it. I missed you guys as well. I ain't been around for a couple of days, but we're here. We're back, y'all. Let me see some of the messages. Brother, I keep forgetting tomorrow. I'm going to upload it as we speak today. Brother Isman, if you're in the chat, Aki, I'm going to do the thing for you today. I'm going to reload that video. Say no more. I got you, my brother. Yes, my broski. I got you, Aki. And again, this is Brother Usman, the good brother from Speakers Corner, one of my favorite young speakers, man. Yeah, you gotta give it to Brother Usman. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's up? Yes, my brother, big man, King Marley in the building, bro. Alhamdulillah, we're good, my family. Family all blessed, man. We out here. We're surviving, we're doing our thing. It's all good, it's all gravy. It's another Talk Your Talk Tuesday. So we thought we might as well get the subjects on, what's been going on. So a little mad video that I wanted to play. I've got two videos that I wanted to play. Got a positive one, Let's start off with a positive one for Tuesday, So let's do it positively. Yo, I'm coming from Walala. And yeah, man. But we've got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot to dissect, get into, whatnot. Yeah, man. You hear me? So let me just see what's good. Let me just warm up the crowd with a nice little video that I saw. MashaAllah. And I think it was done in May this year. So shout out to everyone who did this documentary. And yeah, man, I thought I might as well kick off a little bit of positivity in the building. So just give me a minute. Boom, boom, boom. You already know what we do.
markii la isbarbar dhigo waqti xaadirkan liida sida quruxda badan iyo nabadda ay dadka ugu raaxaysanayaan qiyaasta waxaa xasuustaa waagii aan carruurta halkan mar walba waxaa jiri jiray dhibaato
wax walba markaa shaqada soo aado oo arko shacabka oo si nabad ah kusoo toosay oo ardayda iskuulada u socoto farxadan la qiyaasi kana dareemaa aad iyo aad very proud
nabad inay wax weyn tahay aan heestaan ku sameyn markaan sameynin raadi muqdisho ku aan ku tuubnay markii horeysa raadi muqdisho markaan ku tuubnay kadib ay jabuuti la aadnay marka nabadaan naadni riwaayadan oo sahal macnihiis markii xaaji banaadir iyo Somali iyo fanaanin badan riwaayad aan dhignay oo jabuuti naadini حتى مركي هيست اللي سمينا إيه حتى شو جوي منه هيست waxaan ku sameynay markaas hataa guri lagama soo bixi jiray maanta saacada rabtaa soconay يعني ترتيب ترتيبها إن شاء الله
farxad aad u weyn way noo tahay waa idin baraarujinayaa waa idin dhiirigelinayaa walaalahaygiyaa tihiin garbahaygiyaa tihiin maanta hadday wax isoo gaaraan dadka oo macnaha isoo garab istaagi lahaa ama dhiiggii ii shubi lahaa idinka waaye in macnaha waddankaa meesha u socda meel kasii saraysaa sii gaarsiino magacaygu waa samiir nuudiin nazaar 23 jir ahay waxaan ka imaada dalka Norway soo barbaaray haddana waxaa ka tirsanaa ciidanka booliiska Soomaaliyeed weligay waa jeclaan ciidanka inaan ku biiro oo yacni aan ciidan noqdo qof askari ah oo shaqaysa markaasi darees wadato waagaan yaraa markaasi xataa laakiin mislihin Soomaaliya intaad ciidanka Soomaaliyeed ku biiraysaa markaad dareeska xirto waxaa dareemaa mas-uuliyad weyn waxaa dareemaa awood iyo dhiiranaan iyo sharaf subax walba markaa shaqada soo aado oo arko shacabka oo si nabad ah kusoo toosay oo ardayda iskuulada u socoto suuqa furan yahay gawaarida iyo ganacsiga si nidaam ah u socdaan farxadan la qiyaasi karna ayaa dareemaa wax kasta waa qaban karaan dumarka wax walba waa qaban karaan dhagax halqaada hadii ahaa lahayd iyo dabaq la jibina hadii ahaa lahayd iyo mid la dhisaa hadii ahaa lahayd iyo qori la qaadaya hadii ahaa lahayd laf dhabarka waddankaaniitin waa dumarka tirada waa soo ziyaadaysaa oo ciidanka booliska dumarka ah xataa aan dhahno sektarada oo yacni security-ga ah iyo xataa shaqaalaha dowladda markaas dhalinyarada oo shacabka Soomaaliyeed ee arkaan markaas inaa shaqeynaayo oo darees aawato way weydiiyaan qaabkay ugu soo biiri lahaayeen ciidanka iyo yacni waddaday mari lahaayeen anna waxaan ka caawin karo waa ka caawiyaa markaas ilan waajib saaran waayo magacaygu waa Qawla Maxamed waxaan ku dhashay magaalada Baydhabo maadaama dalka dagaalo sokeeyo badan uu soo maray waxaan chance u helay inaan waddanka Kenya waxbarasho aan u aado waddanka waxaan ku soo laabtay 2018kii markaan arkay dhibaatooyinka bulshadeena haysato khaasatan haweenka markaan dalka ku soo laabtay waxaan raadiyay shaqooyin oo aan ugu howlgalo dhibaatooyinka dalka ka jira aan ka geysta doorkeygii alxamdulillah waxaan helay shaqadan xarunta xalinta khilaafaadka ee magaalada Baydhabo oo aan hadda shaqo badan uga hayo bulshadeyda halkan waa halkan ka howlgala xarunta xalinta khilaafaadka ADR-ka hadda aan shaqada galayno iga fur xarunta waxay qabataa waxa lagu xalliyaa khilaafyada iyo muranka ka dhaca bulshada degan magaalada Baydhabo salaamu calaykum warama caalamiin waxaan ka shaqeeyaa ilaa 33 oday oo kasoo kala jeeda qabiilaha degan magaalada Baydhabo iyo 30 habeena oo ayagana kasoo jeeda xaafadaha magaalada ay leedahay 10 xaafadood maanta ay kiisas badan aan oo yaalo oo ay kamid tahay kiiska hadda aan ka hadlaynay ee haweeneyda jirdilka loo geystay iyo 2 kiis oo kale oo aan hadda rasiib gareynay warbixinteeda wili aan haynin oo warbixinteeda aan raadin rabno hadda dhibaatooyinka haweenka Soomaaliyeed haysta way fara badan yihiin haweenka Soomaaliyeed tacadi lagu sameeyaa waa la kufsadaa dirdilaa lagu sameeyaa bulshadeeda faquuqdo dadkeeda faquuqo khaasatan familkeedii gabadha markay gaarto heerka waxbarashada waxaa lagu yiraahdaa guriga joog gabadhii nasiibka saaciday wax soo baratay oo rabtay in dadkeeda wax u qabata ayadan waxaa lagu yiraahdaa hadalooyin niyad u keeni kara yani nooma talinaysid wax nooma qaban kartid oo ku qasbaa inay ka tanaasusho riyooyinkii iyo rajada ay lahayd waxaan rabnaa inaan waraysi aan la yeelana aan baaris aan ku sameyno inay wax ka jiraan aan ogaano cabashada gabadha ay sheeganaysa marka kale waxaan wareysanaynaa gabadha hooyadeed iyo qof dariskeeda ah xarumo oo wali jira xarumo oo kala qeyb xalli ku shaqeeyaan caqabadooyin fara badan aa iska jiray bilowgii markaan shaqada aan bilaabayay tusaale wax oo tixgelina kama heli jirin bulshadeeda iyo dadka aan la shaqeeyo sida inay sidii dumar ahaan ay iyasaan oo igu yiraahdo hadalooyin waxba ma qaban kartid laakiin alxamdulillah mowqifkayga waa ku adkaystay heer waxay gaareen in ay igu kalsoonaadaan oo ayna fursad siiyaan haweenka anigoo kale ah hawsha aniga ahay maanta ay la qabtaan ay xarunta ay ku tirsan yihiin ay xalliyaan kiisaska
waxaa ka shaqeysa ilaa 106 qof oo volunteer ah oo kala jooga gobolada dalka waxyaabaha clean upka aan waxaa ka mid ah sida xeebaha oo kaleeto inaan xeebihi tagno bulshada ku wacyigelin xeebihii nadiifiyaan oo kaleeto barnaamijka dugsiyada cagaaran barnaamijkaas wuxuu ka kooban yahay in ardayda dugsiyada dhigato la baro wax loo yaqaano environmental lessons ama casharada deegaanka la xiriira sida ay deegaanku ilaalin lahaayeen sida dhirta u beeri lahaayeen iskuullada dhirayn ayaa ka sameynaa sidoo kale ardayda waxaan barnaa sidii ay dhirtaas ay ilaasho lahaayeen oo kale waxaan sameynay dhirbeeris ka sameynay magaalada muqdisho meelo kala duwan sida masaajidada iyo isbitaalada oo kaleeto tirada dadweynaha caasimadda ayaa sii kordhaysay muddooyinkii ugu dambeeyey ee sanadahan maadaama amnigu uu soo hagaagayay muqdisho waxay noqonaysaa mid ka mid ah magaalooyinka ugu korriimaha badan ee dunida marka dadka oo bata waxay saameyn ku yeelanayaan deegaanka sida aad aragtaanba halkan qashinkan aad faraha u badan waxaa keenay dadku waxay u baahan yihiin in la siiyo wacyigelin joogto ah fiiri quruxdan iyo damaashaadkan haddii aan isku tagno oo aan ka shaqeyno nabadeenna waxaan si wanaagsan ugu raaxaysan karnaa dhulkeena barwaaqada taalo iyo nimcada taalo xeebta dadweynaha ama public beach waa xeebta liido marka bulsho aad u fara badanaa jimco walbo iyo waqtiyada firaaqada ay leeyihiin u imaadaan inay ku dalxiisaan haba ugu badnaato maalinta jimcada iyo khamiista iyo xilliyada habeenkii marka dadka ay shaqada inta ku caajisaan ama habeenkii ay soo doontaan inay ku socdaan oo waqti ay ku qaataan anaga marka waxyaabaha aan aadka ugu faa'iidaysan karna waxaa ka mid ah xeebaha quruxda badan ee dalkeena aynu kala duwan sida xeebta eyl oo kaleeto ah meel aad u qurux badan oo nadiif ah dadkan ay ku dalxiisi karaan
qofku waa noogayaa dibadda moogtahay waayo qofku wuxuu jecel yahay dalkayga waanu jeclayn moogta. Marka waxa ay keenay aniga nin saaxiibkay maxamed xasan gacmo dheere la dhaho ayaa waxaanu goosannay inaanu dalkii dib ugu noqono oo waayo aragnimadaanu ka dhaxalnay macallinnimada tan Yurub iyo tan Maraykankaba inaanu dalkeena iyo carruurteenna ugu deeqno. Fikraddaydu waxay ahayd markii meel qorayaashu ay wax ku qoraan oo ku nastaan oo maaragtay xeeb ah oo maogtay ay ku socon karaan oo buuq aan lahayn oo maaragtay ayaan taladu ahayd. nasiib darro dadka iyaga dibadda jooga waxay noqdeen victim TV-ga oo waxay ka arkaan. Marka maalin kasta waxaa la tusaa dagaal iyo balaayo iyo jab iyo dhac iyo marka taasay fikradda ku haystaan. Laakiin reality on the ground yacni runtu waa wax kale weeye. Markay dibadda ka yimaadaan oo ay arkaan dhulku suu nabad u yahay, dalkiisu u wanaagsan yahay, dhadhankii urkii u soo noqday dalkooda waxa weeye waa markaasay ku farxaan. Geedaha ugu fac weyn waxa weeye berdaa la dhahaa. Actually Somalia waa kasoo dhamaaday. War ma aha dhaqaale inaad la timaadid dalkaada. Waxaad la timaadaa yacni karti badan oo aadan ogeyn inaad leedahay ayaa jirta. Waa idea adduun baad soo aragtay ma garatay. La imow ideaha wuxuu yahay hanti ah. Hadda dadka ii yimaado ilaa iyo xamar meel kasta ay ka yimaado ilaa iyo maaragtay Boosaaso Hargeysa yacni markuu qofku yimaado dalxiiska dadkii halkan ku dhaqnaa hadday kobshaa ka cabaan waa faa'iido waa.
riyadeyda waxay tahay in aan hawsha aan haayo aan meesheeda kasii wado aan ballaariyo aan habeen badan aan u noqdo dhiirigelin.
haddii aan ka shaqeyno oo aan isku tagno aan ka shaqeyno nabadda waxa waaye waxaa noo hagaagaya waddanka si qurux badan ugu raaxaysan karnaa.
riyadeyda waxaa waa in meelaha ugu sareeyo inaan ka gaaro dhanka amniga dalka in darajadeeda ii ziyaado generaal ay gaaro insha allah. hadda laba xidig la ahay kowna shakada ma aha laakiin waa la gaaraa insha allah.
Soomaaliya waxa weeye at the end of the tunnel waxaa ka muuqda iftiin ayo ifayay leedahay moogta.
warigayga taas waaye niyadeyda waxaa waaye dadka inaan baraarujiyo wax u sheego inaan dadkayga wax u sheego nabadaan u sheego kii yar kii aniga iga yar kii kaleba inaan nabadda u sheego oo yacni aan baraarujiyo aadan ugu kalsoonahay oo nabad aan ku wada dhaqanno.
Hello, Yabs. What's going on? Talk to me. Yabadoso. Big up. I just want to big up everyone in the chat. Miss Hidisi, my sister in the building. Rodrigo, my family. GEE in the building. Big up. SS Legend, my sister. One and only. Someone I consider family. Someone that's motivated me and pushed me through, good times, hard times. Big up always, sister. Away, love to see you. Hope the family is well. Yabba, are you there? Talk to me there. Hello. Yeah, but also, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but you guys, what do you think about that video, man? It's called Together for Peace in Somalia. That is a well-documented stuff. 5 amazing people, 5 different stories. You guys coming from me and the lads spoke about this, me and the Somali speakers group. We said, you know what, let's start off with something positive today and let's get into it, man. So, what's your thoughts? Yabba, are you there? One more time, I'm going to speak to you. Yabba, also. Yabba, I don't know what's going on. But when he comes back, hopefully. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Hey, my
man.
screen is back.
Huh? He came alive. He was alive. What happened there?
My stream is dying, bro.
Your screen.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
You going
My
back in?
phone-
Come back out? Is it one of them ones? Hello. So yeah, man. And you know me. Might as well monologue a little bit, innit? You know, that's like my favorite new word. When I keep saying that word in Clubhouse, like, why you monologuing? It's an amazing place, but that's a whole heap of stories. Probably you speak about it down on open mic, but yeah, man. You there? Hello? Yeah, bro. Yabs. I don't know. Yabba. Hello. Hello there. I don't know. I'm gonna carry on
Hello?
talking anyway. Yeah, you there? Can you hear me?
I'm coming. My stream is playing up, bro.
What do you mean the stream is playing now? In what way?
Hello. Wallah, my stream is. Wallah, it's playing up. I'm trying to. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Why don't? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
See,
hear
I'm
me?
trying to come back, bro.
His internet's tweaking, man. Come
Yeah, I
on, man.
can
Do you
hear you. I
wanna go in
can't
and
see
come-
the whole screen. I can't see nothing. It's only white.
Oh. So
Yeah.
do you wanna go in and come back in?
Get me out.
Let me kick you out. I can't believe I kicked out Yarba though. I can't believe I kicked out Yarbs, the boy Yarbs. Yeah, anyway. Like I'm saying, please guys, go watch that documentary. It is a brilliant. I think that's part 1. I hope there's more to this. Let me try to find out where is this documentary from? It's from the you know what? Okay. I don't know what that is. Let me see this. All right. Let me see what's going on here. I've got another. There he is. Yeah,
back.
but also, I'm
back.
back. I'm back and I'm better. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Can you hear me? Oh man, what video you made, man? Memories is all I need to proceed, but without.
Yes.
Damn, what a line.
It look beautiful, man. So the YouTube channel, okay, it is UNDP in Somalia. That's what it is. That's the channel. So if you guys want to watch that, there's some good content here. There's some good content recently, 6 months ago. So it just came up today.
Yeah,
Remember,
well,
I think it was good. And it showed the insight of. What did you think of Odega? I like the old. Yeah, man. There's more to this. You know what it is. There's more to the peninsula than meets the eye, and I think like I've always said, we've got some incredible bad marketing, Mahester, and that's what I think that's the problem. Like the old man said, like people every day they get bombarded with all of this boom. You get I'm coming from Mololo, so that's why I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Do you like him? Someone say.
Akon said it
like
best,
him.
man. He said it best. He said up to in Africa we.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear
Yeah, I can hear
me?
you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear?
I can hear you.
Hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my.
I can hear.
بمقلص هذا تمام بمقلص
Si fiican baan ku maqlayaa.
هذا waxaan ku dhahay man, it's like Akon said it best, man. Akon said it had the core in Africa. We market only the bad. We don't market the good, bro. We don't sell the Africa. We sell the bad of Africa. We don't sell the good of Africa, bro. You don't see America or Chicago into Kofo Kudimata. You get me? They show you Miami Beach, California, or
in London,
you know what I mean?
And it's like London. You see how London, like, what can I say? They won't show you Tottenham. They won't show you these areas. They'll only show you the slums. You get what I'm
Yeah,
coming
they
from?
won't show you nothing like that, man. They just show you the high-rising buildings, you know. Meelaha quruxda badan baa inta lagu tusaa lagu dhahayaa, welcome to London, where dreams can come true. But nations die here. Trust me, nations die here.
What do you think of this question?
Yeah.
The guy, brothers, how do you think Somalia can become a better place? Wallah.
It's a very good question.
Allah Ka'absi. That's what I think. I think Allah Ka'absi, all these people. I think, wallah, like, for me, I think right now, it's the leadership. It's organic leadership. That's what I say. For mother, like, across the board, you know, from Djibouti all the way to Somaliland, Somaliland, Budland. I think it's just governance, really. The people just can't govern. That's my personal opinion.
No, I believe what works for the West does not work for the Somalia, bro. We need to find our own thing that works for us. We need something that works for our country, because we live in our region. Is very beautiful region. It's very profitable. It's gorgeous. Up to we can do a lot. The country can be as beautiful as you might want it to be. But the issue is we don't know what's good for us. We're still trying to figure out what is good for us. We tried all sorts of shari'i. We tried all sorts of governors. Bro, we're still going through the same emotion, you know. Sometimes what works for the West does not work for the East. Trust me, bro. So we need to try something that works only for us, man. Inshallah, I'm hoping the next generation that take over from the country can provide that step where people can, you know, be different, where we can be different to the rest of the world. No, not every country is the same, man. Not every country is the same, but they all share success. The only thing they have common is they all share success.
But what is this uniqueness that Masha Heist? You get where I'm coming from? This is what I think to myself. It's kind of crazy. That's what I'm saying.
No, we have issues. We have quite a few issues with. We have issues, big issues with interference in our country. We have third-party interference in our country.
You always say that, I don't know. Yeah, but you've been saying third party for a long time. I've realized that about you.
Yeah.
And you always say third party.
Yeah, but look at Djibouti, for an example. You were telling me earlier about Djibouti earlier. 8 different army bases there, bro. And this is Horn of Africa. It's right on top of Djibouti. They got 8 different army bases, 8 national country. America is shooting drones from Djibouti to kill Yemen, to kill anybody they think it's Al-Shabaab. Anything. They're doing all sorts of things around there. Bro, we can't have people like that coming in our country, taking advantage and leaving us like that, bro. They need to pay. Everyone who comes into our country, Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say to you, so when does this stop an accountability, man? Because you see the beautiful potential, but when is the accountability? When are people gonna say, okay, when are we gonna hold people accountable and be accountable? Like, do you get where I'm coming from? Does that make sense? Accountable. I don't know how I said
when
it
we
like
get
that,
the
accountability.
When the East African evolution comes through and we throw away the old man and take his seat, the young man has to take the old man's seat, bro.
You know, but isn't the young man going to be, don't you worry the young man is going to be as corrupt as the old man, and then corruption comes downwards?
Not really, because the young man is only hungry for betterment of his life and his country, bro, rather than the old man is only working for Aloshisa. He doesn't care. He had the best of the country. The young man does care because he needs the country to come back to normal, bro, because that's our identity. What we claiming? All he cares about is Aloshisa, bro.
So would you put age gap in then?
Yeah, man. Look at the countries, man. Look at all the countries. Look at Canada. Look at Francisco. Up to everywhere you look, man, they're getting younger and younger. We We need to come back ourselves as well. We need to get rid of this old mentality. Come on, man. We look at us. We're all friends. We all live in Tottenham, and we're all different types of people and different types of people. But yet we get on, we talk, we have fun. You know, it's different. If we take that back home, it would be different. Maybe things might change. But qabyaaladani waxa waa inaan ka saarnaa meesha, man. Lafeena ku jirtaa, man.
Yeah, but you know, I always hear this argument about qabila. Do you think it is the do you think qabila mal isticmaali karaya?
It's only good for finding out your own family, bro. It's only good for you to know your roots and your blood and stuff like that. We don't need to use it the way we have been using it for years and centuries. It's wrong. We cannot favor another man over another man because of his qabil or what he is to me. It's not fair. You're not being fair. Don't we see Ilahi no noche? Bro, you have to select the best man for the position. You have to select the best man for the occasion. You know, you have to be honest within yourself. Aniga qabyaalada waxaan ku leeyahay it's a beginning of something. I'm not blaming it all on qabil, but I'm blaming it as the starter. It's the fire starter. It started it. You know what I'm saying? It's the fire starter, bro. Qabil ninkaas waa la doortay because of qabilkiisa, but the educated man did not
That's
get
the
it.
fire starter.
Well, it's a fire starter. Qabilka is the fire starter. That's where it starts, and that's not where it finishes. Of course, it goes further. Niman baa soo galaya reerkiisu keenaya calooshiisu u shaqaysanaya. I hope change will come, man.
What did they say? Yeah, that's right, yeah, brother. Change will come, inshallah.
Yeah,
Big
but we
up my
have
brother
to come
Ali and
in
my
this
family in
form.
the building.
Well, it has to come in a form of like evolution or something, bro. Revolution or something. Young revolutionists.
Young revolutionists. Yeah, but young revolutionists do not last. This is the thing. Revolutionary people do not last in Africa. Come on, you know this, man. You get assassinated. Behave yourself.
No.
You need to behave
No,
yourself,
it's
yeah,
not
brother.
everything.
Revolutionary noko. You know, revolutionary don't last. They don't last. Not even. Come on,
They
man
don't
get head
last.
topped.
They stand for something.
No
Some of them
lecture.
they start
Yeah.
something. You start a chain of actions that take place, bro. Look at Somalia right now. 70-80% is kids, youngsters. It's not old people no more, man.
Yeah, I know. We need to
It's not
utilize
old
that.
people no more. It's all young people, wallahi. It's all young people, educated people. Some guys have degrees, man. They're qualified and everything, and they have no jobs, bro. No prospect of doing anything. You know, it's so sad. It's really sad. The government ain't creating enough jobs for the youngsters. The government ain't creating enough hope for the youngsters. It's becoming hard work, bro.
It is. And especially the youngsters. I've got a video for us as well for the diaspora. And I wanted to watch this. It's a whole different video from the one I played in the beginning of the stream. Please, guys, go back to the beginning. If you're new again, smash the like button. It goes a long way. And subscribe. So let's watch this other video. It's a whole different angle, my brothers and sisters. So I want your thoughts on it. I want the comment section to speak up. I want you and any other panelists to have their say on this one. Because I think this next video is going to be a bit interesting.
Because now, as you can see, we are in a studio atmosphere. We're not in a remote atmosphere anymore. But that
black diaspora.
Let me see.
Now, this is very funny, and it's interesting because I have mentioned this before, and Africans are always like, what do you mean right now? Now, let me tell you guys something that, like I said, I've mentioned before, right? Until recently, the term black was used to refer to African Americans only, right? Because African Americans live in a country where blackness is not the norm. 70-something% of the country is white. So when someone says, oh, I'm black, that's actually like, you know, that's a distinctive feature, right? Until very recently, Africans did not identify as black because of the fact that most of sub-Saharan Africa is black. So if you say, oh, I'm black, I mean, that's not a distinctive feature. That's why they go by tribes or nationality or something. You know what I'm saying? That's why even today, you will come across Africans who say, I am not black, I am Somali, or I am not black, I am Odudu tribe or something. You know what I'm saying? Because Africans know this. They know that black refers to African Americans. But let me tell you why they act dumb, right? Now, long story short, let's just cut to the chase. Africans do this because they want to be in our business. That's pretty much what it all boils down to, right? Because when an African American makes a post that says, "Oh, black parents be like," they're specifically referring to African American parents and African American culture, right? But the entire black diaspora will get into the mix. They're like, "Oh, we all black." Yeah, this applies to us too, right?
Yes.
But then they will go and say, "Oh, African parents be like," or "Oh, Caribbean parents be like," and exclude us from them and their culture and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when we sit here and say black parents be like, even though we're specifically referring to African American parents, they pretend like they don't understand this concept because, like I said, they want to be in the mix, right? But we see one of them exposing themselves right here. In one breath, she said, "Oh, they said Somalis are not black, I'm big." And then in the next breath, she said, "Get you a Somali girl, not a black girl." Ooh, y'all, let's talk about this. Now, I think I already mentioned that I thought this was funny for two reasons. And I explained the first one, how Africans act like they don't understand that the term black is 80% of the time being used to refer to African Americans only. You know what I'm saying? But then they go and expose themselves to show that they do understand that, right? And then the second reason this is so funny is because African Americans do not be thinking about y'all. I promise you, you cannot find one post of an African American talking about, "Oh, get you an African American girl, not a Somali girl," or even "Get you an African American girl, not an African girl." Because we don't think about y'all. I tell y'all this time and time again, and I'm not just saying this because I'm African American and I'm trying to like play it off like we so cool. No, we literally don't talk about you guys. I'm not joking, right? Like I've heard many Africans and many Caribbeans talk about how their parents told them to stay away from African Americans. Our parents don't talk about y'all. We don't think about y'all. We really don't care about y'all. That really is the honest to God truth, bro. I'm not kidding, right? I kid you guys not. I used to date a Kenyan guy, right? And one day we were having some conversation, and I asked him, I was like, "So, what are y'all?"
Yabs, 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 yabs. Let's talk about this video. You there? Hello.
I'm there. I'm still there, bro. Well, I was getting into it, bro. Why?
We are
Wow.
obsessed. Sorry, no. I wanted to just pause it for a little bit, man. I saw this
She
on
hurt me
Clubhouse.
there, man.
Huh?
She hit us there, bro. What is she talking about? We don't think about your lot. What? African Americans, they're different type of people now. African
Brother
Americans,
Liban
man.
said, Liban Ali said, "Yo, bro, these
They
they
don't
cry all
exist.
the time. Is the word racist? I don't. For me, I don't get this. Okay, this entitlement to being like she said. Look, a lot of Africans. Newsflash: not a lot of people don't subscribe to this thing. Is that really shocking for these guys to understand? I just don't get it.
I don't understand. Black Africans, they claiming to be African Americans, right? We are African American. They claiming to be African Americans, and we're not. Apparently, she's saying we're claiming to be something else. You know, she's saying we're saying no, we're Somalian African and something. You know, we're different. Okay, Africa
But
breaks down, but what I
what
don't
is?
understand,
Yeah, but what I
what
don't
I
get
don't
is why
understand
do
is why
you give
is
a
her
shit how
complaint.
I identify? What's it to do with you? I don't want to be part of any organizations. You don't do your thing. Kudos to you. Well done to your struggles. You know them ones. Civil rights, whatever happened, slavery is appalling. What we saw, but boy, America,
Yeah,
you
but
don't want
most
America. The
of the
white,
slaves
no
came
one
from
owns
Africa,
America.
bro. Most of the
I don't
slaves
know.
came from Africa. What's she on about?
That's
What's
this
she
for
talking about?
me.
African American?
For me. Then I'll tell you the truth. This is typical victim mentality. Oh my God! Like, keep America, keep that labels that you want. I'm cool with being Somali.
We
I'm
don't
so
think about
happy.
you. And she keeps picking on Somali girls. What have they done to her, man? Shit.
This is what I think. Like
What?
Somali, well, the news flash the other day. We were in Clubhouse and a bunch of Somali girls were shot. Some ADOS African slaves are descending. These people chief the shit out of Winnahan, and then they'll try and make a group and Everyone's showing people, look, if people don't want to affiliate with you, you don't want to affiliate with them. Let's make the clear distinction then. Because I was looking at something when the yellow, there used to be a tick. You know how people tick Black American, Black African, Black whatever, British. There used to be a yellow in the census, and the Asian community
Yeah.
got rid of it because it doesn't suit none of their agendas, and they had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So let's look at the skin tone. I think people are waking
That's
up
true.
saying, okay, like you said, in Sub-Saharan Africa, me as a Somali, like Black is like a European sort of identity or a Western identity that we navigate with. But it's not my identity. It's not my culture.
No,
It's
no.
just my. And then I feel like some people don't need to realize. Look, some people just don't identify with skin color. It's just not them. They're
No.
not
We
used
say
to it.
we're
It's not their
Somalians.
way.
In Africa, you go around and you talk about your heritage, your country, your where you from. You say you're Somalian, oh, you're Ethiopian, you're Kenyan, you're Egyptian, you're something. We don't go around saying I'm black something. We know we're all black, bro. Shit. We don't go by the skin tone. These people are crazy.
I know, and this whole boohoo Crimea River thing. I don't fall for it no more. It's like, okay, cool. What else after? Like Africa
Let's see
Unite.
what
Like
she said.
Africa's a big. Okay, let's carry on. Let's carry on.
I don't want to see what she says.
Y'all say about African American women, right? And he was like, right. And one day we were having some conversation. So cool. No, we literally don't talk about you guys. I'm not joking, right? Like I've heard many Africans and many Caribbeans talk about how their parents told them to stay away from African Americans. Our parents don't talk about y'all. We don't think about y'all. We really don't care about y'all. That really is the honest to God truth, bro. I'm not kidding, right? I kid you guys not. I used to date a Kenyan guy, right? And one day we were having some conversation, and I asked him, I was like, so what do y'all say about African American women, right? And he was like, oh, we just say they're not as uptight or something. Like, African girl make you do all of this stuff before you meet her parents, and an African American girl will kind of like not be as uptight. And I was like, it sounds like you be calling us hoes, but you just trying to not trying to offend me right now. You trying to explain it in a way that's not offensive. But I was just like, whatever, right? So then he was like, what do y'all say about Kenyans? And I was like, we don't talk about Kenyans. Like, I kid you not, y'all. No, I kid you not, y'all. Look, I am from Detroit, Michigan, the predominantly black city, the blackest city in the United States, right? Y'all, we never had a conversation about Africa, period, much less a specific country in Africa. Like, we was never like, ooh, those Tanzanians. No, that never happened, bro. I kid you guys not. I cannot think of one single time where Africa or Africans were the topic of discussion. Like, I'm not even joking. I would assume that at some point they must have mentioned y'all in school because I learned about transatlantic slavery at some point, right? But like, we never sat around discussing Africans or their stereotypes or it like, and mind you, because like they would show these commercials on TV of Africans starving, or like, oh, 10 cents a day will feed little Ndaku. You know what I'm saying? But we never talked about that. Like at school, we were never like, oh, those Africans are starving in Africa. Stay away from the booty scratchers. Stay away from the pirates. And, like that was not a thing. But you guys dedicate entire songs to us. You're having conversations about us. Like it's very interesting to see like the difference because I'm not even trying to be funny. We don't talk or think about Africans or Caribbeans. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's very interesting to me, like when I hear Africans talking about, oh, my parents told me stay away from the Akatas, and I'm like, wow, my parents never brought y'all up. Like, and then like I just scroll past this post from a Caribbean, like me when they playing that wine and music at the Caribbean party, and then they play some American music, clearly shading African Americans. We know which American music you're talking about, but a lot of times they will say American. So when you be like, excuse me, they be like, oh, I didn't say African American. It's just a whole manipulation thing, right? But anyway, I was like, that's never happened at an African American party because we don't play Caribbean music. Like literally, we don't think about y'all. We don't talk about y'all. Y'all are not on our brains at all. And it's insane to me because I've heard a lot of Africans and Caribbeans talking about how African Americans are really the topic of discussion in y'all countries. Like y'all really be talking about us. And it's just, oh, like Lord, it's coming off as obsessive, okay?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
She is pissed
Wow.
off, bro.
Wow.
And she keeps saying
Fair.
African Americans, African Americans. We don't talk about Africans, but yet she's claiming to be an African American. Look at the word African American. Yet she doesn't talk about African. Who's being stupid down here, bro? I don't get that.
Face it.
Someone did
Which
it
one you
wrong.
did? Which one you thought I did that wrong? Rodriguez is like probably them truck drivers, you know, them guys from Minnesota, Thailand, the truck. But I mean, them man have babies left, right, center, innit? But for me, this type of rhetoric is disturbing. Look, at the end of the day, my fellow African American, whatever you want to call yourselves, ADOS or these type of communities, we don't really give a shit about you as well. Sorry, I don't know, as a
They're
UK
saying,
citizen.
why are they using Africa in their name? Why are they describing themselves African American? Why
And
use
they don't want
Africa
nothing to
and
do
not
with
talk
Africa.
about Africa?
And
I don't get it.
like for me, the whole thing is, I think, what's disturbing is, like I said, I saw a story in Clubhouse play unfold, and I had to go in there, and they kicked me out of the room. They said, "You're too much, Khali. We have to kick you out of this room."
Well, they don't like honesty. They don't like honesty.
Yeah. I just think to myself,
They
like,
don't
at
like
the end of the
honesty.
day,
They don't like it too much. Well,
no, it's just, you know, it is like there's statistics out there, Imoka, like there's actual Africans from the continent going to African American and out successing all you guys because they've come with a plan. This is not their country. They know what they're doing. You know, they know what they're doing. And they've come with a plan. Like, look at Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie to you. You'd have had Detroit all your lives. Like Minnesota, we've just come in there recently in the last 90s and already we're transforming things. It's the same thing as Tottenham High Road. I had an argument with a Caribbean brother on Tottenham High Road, didn't it? I'm like, well, you got one shop in the whole area, like, where there's 7 Somali shops and Turkish shops here, Dudkale. Like, people have come here. And I think, I don't know whether it's to do with the slave master and slave syndrome. I don't know. But that's what I
now
personally
they got
think.
their own. They don't have no identity, man. They claiming to be both countries. They claiming to be in half African and half American, yet they don't know which one they are. So they say African American. They put it together. That's a white man label for them because that's how the white man saw them. He took them away from Africa. He brought them to his country. Now that he gave them freedom, he gave them an American passport. They're Americans now. They are Africans with American passports, so they're called African Americans. That's where the label come from. Because the slave did
Yeah.
not have his own name. He couldn't come up with his own name. You understand? That's how it
Yeah.
works for them. And they stuck to that name, yet they don't have an identity of their own. They don't want to be an African,
But then
but
again, is
also
this my fault? Okay, but is that my fault? It's not my fault, bro. And me
no,
just
it's not
coming
our
to
fault.
America, at the end of the day, me coming to my America, or if I was to go to America, settle with my family, no one owns this land except for the Native American.
Yeah, of course.
As far well of the white man, I think this is why I love being Somali. You know, the Somali innocent. You know, we don't give a shit who you are. Like, you know what I
Wallahi,
mean?
done them wrong.
The thing is,
Wallahi, done white man done them wrong.
we don't have this inferior. And the great thing about us, though, we don't have this inferior complex syndrome, man. The white master syndrome. But then we get people trying to inherit their problems and bring it to our community where we need to step up and say, nah, that ain't us. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Absolutely.
And I think that's what's going on.
They have issues, man. I feel sorry for them because they were wrongly done by the white man, bro. And he left them on the side. After he gave them freedom, he didn't give them nothing else. They had to fight for everything else. Yeah,
King
they
Marley
don't know.
said, are they Africans who moved to America? Then this is the distinction, innit? Yeah. Should we leave the term African American for us? People that are from African descent that live in Africa, and then they have the black American tag.
Yeah,
you
let them have
that. You have that tag then, because you clearly don't want nothing to do with us. You clearly there's a divide.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not this. And I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah. Why claim Africa if you're not part of Africa, bro? If
I
you don't
like.
want to talk about Africa, if you don't want to know about Africa, why claim Africa in your name? That's why I don't understand that. What do you think about African American girls? I asked the Kenyan guy, what do you think about African American guys? Well, girls, oh, come on, man. You're African sister, man. Just say, what do you think about African sister? Instead of saying African American. What, he's not American, he's just a Kenyan with the passport? Or is he? Has he got green card? Was he going out with you for the passport? What's going on here?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what happened to the girl. Some insecurity. She fell in love with a Kenyan brother that, you know, probably didn't rate her. You know them ones.
Yeah, just use that for
And
green card or something.
yeah, that's what it is. Some of these some of these man brothers as well using girls for green cards in America. You're dangerous, guys. Allow us. Let us breathe. You know them ones. Let us breathe as well. You know them
Yeah,
ones.
of course. If they were giving away the passports, I don't think none of these girls would have got that and seen that African man dealing with them or anything like that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I see this playing out in other platforms the other day as well, innit? And it kind of, for me, it was like, bruv, who needs validation from anyone? And I see a lot of Somalis trying to validate. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, bro, like some of us clearly, and then it was Ebb. And I think like everyone on Clubhouse loved it. Where we saw these BLF Halimos literally get put in their place, come back to the Somali community, and how can I say and everyone's telling them, why are you begging these people? Like, why do you care what they think of you? And the girl, she couldn't answer. And then the whole panel, we all as Somalis, we're like, bro, we're just oh no. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, you are like, I don't know whose dick you're sucking, basically, yeah. But when people turf you, chief you up, and share gun, and you still want to beg it with them, and I'm thinking to myself, where did this come from in our community? Like, and that ain't Somali vibe, you know them ones. Yeah, man.
That's true.
WM, no, she loves that term, man. Come on, that's a Clubhouse term there. BLF Halimos. You get where I'm coming from? So it's kind of mad. No, but we saw it, WM sister, and you know what? Furthermore, you gotta hold corn. You're gonna hold some corn right now. You get me? It's Team America that's doing this. It wasn't Team Europe. All Team Europe were like, fuck this year. The Team America sisters were like, bro, why are you fixated with this? Because maybe it's a culture, you're gonna get that. So I think we have to, you know what? Let's make some clear distinctions. And I want to rewire my Somali brothers and sisters to say, yes, I'm Somali. You know what? First, I'm a Muslim. I'm Somali, African, and then and around Europe, black, whatever you want to call it, to make you feel happy. But then again, I don't think you should make other communities happy.
White man don't go around saying I'm a Caucasian Englishman. They don't go around saying I'm a German Caucasian.
Whoa,
they don't say
I've seen that. I've had
That's
conversations.
Why do we keep referring to our skin color? We should not refer to our skin color. Refer to who you are and where you're from and your beliefs and stuff. But why your skin color? You don't see a Chinese man going, I'm Chinese man from Shanghai. He says I'm from China. That's it. He doesn't say I'm Chinese man from this side of the country. Come on, man. It doesn't work like that. Or Chinese American. Have you ever heard Chinese American the term?
And I think they're getting exposed right now. And I think everyone's waking up saying, well, we've got countries, we're from cultures. And I think this is the best. This is the thing I don't understand. This is what fascinates me about human beings, isn't it? Yeah. We have identity, lineage, culture. We have that in abundance, my brothers and sisters, isn't it? In abundance, my brothers and sisters, isn't it? And
they'll be surprised the day you tell them,
they don't have that. They don't have all of that crap. You know them ones, my bro. So whose fault is it again? Is it my fault or your fault for you having these insecurities? It's not my fault. And I'm not gonna take your labels. Fuck it. You wanna keep something, keep it. Because over here we're good. We've got an identity. So this is why I remind my Somali brothers and sisters. You have identity. You have something. Appreciate it. You know the ones. This is what it is.
Yeah,
someone said this as best. Imagine a Chinese man saying he's yellow. They stopped that on the census. No, remember the census? They used to tick yellow.
It just doesn't happen.
or Indian man saying he's brown. It doesn't happen. He says, I'm Indian. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm from India, Pakistan. You know, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I know some of the Asian brothers and sisters. I try to do a little Asian accent. Please, say I love you. You know what it was. Don't take it no ring. Yeah, no, I love you. You get where I'm coming from. See, this is what it is. Not everyone has
Yeah,
lineage
man,
and
I get it.
identity like us. Well, I smashed it, man. Big Cuzzy in the building, family, love one. My family in the building. He said it the best. He said it, yo. So for me, it's be appreciative of what Satan. Yo, Somali. You hear me? And these
We
unfortunate
shouldn't be
brothers
referring each other to our skin color.
it's staffed, and I think
I'm not
everyone in the
claiming my
world's
skin
waking
color
up.
from now on.
Yo, you say you're over there. You say you're dark skin. You say you're
I
not
ain't
gonna
black
claim
no more,
no.
man. I ain't saying I'm black anymore. I'm
You
saying I'm
used to say
Somali
I'm
from now
black
on.
British. What happened to being black British?
No, that's for a joke, man. That was for a joke. But now I'm getting, it's become serious. Like, no, now I'm gonna go tell him the truth, man. Well, like, who you calling black? What did I call you, white man or pink man? Don't call me my black. Call me Somalian, bro. I call you who you are. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. It's gone wrong, man. Application form ka hadda kadib waxaan ku qorayaa others British baan ku qorayaa others British. I'm telling you, bro. It's corruption up to عادي ولا كذا annaga بس عيننا annaga isdilena annaga look at this African girl, man, and she's saying African American, but yet we don't talk about Africans. What sense is that? It makes no sense to me at all. What do you think about African American girls? Yet you don't talk about African. What? I don't get that, man. This makes no sense, man. It's so sad. Brainwashed, wallah. I've done a dhaqan wash, man. Dhaqan wash. They're washing our land.
Look at this. It's another one as well. Look, this is what I'm saying. They want to claim this culture, innit, yeah? And they're getting pissed off with it. I say, Farah Makakana. Literally, Farah Makakana. You have your team, man. Keep it, man. Deontay, Lafonte, whatever your name is, man. Tashika, Nikuita. Keep your team, man. Keep your team now, man.
Yeah, leave there.
I got another video of the young lady. Yeah, watch this one. Watch this one.
Leave the whole of Africa thing for them. You can't. No, I'm not black. I'm from Nigeria.
Look at this. I think she's complaining about someone else as well.
I'm from Nigeria.
Look at this. Now she's going for the Caribbeans, for sort of the Caribbean community. Watch out. I thought you guys were all one thing.
First of all, why is your big old ass talking about kindergarten? Kindergarten, like, yo, I remember in kindergarten, me and this girl made this boy cry, right? Because we was like in art class or whatever, and we were like cutting out shapes of something, right? And so the teacher had a trash can by every table so we could like throw away our extra paper after we cut out the shapes or whatever, right? So me and the girl took the trash can and put it on our side of the table, and it was a boy sitting across from us, right? And like he took it back and put it on his side. And we was like, no, it's ours. Like we took it and put it on our side, and he started crying, right? And I will be damned if he's out here still talking about kindergarten. Like Flower Tower made me cry because she took the trash can. Kindergarten, y'all. Then my second thing is, girl, you could have just put black. Like who else is wearing beads besides black girls? Like yo. Let's talk about this. Y'all just be doing a little bit of the most, just a little bit, because kindergarten, and this is not even white people, because I be seeing Africans talking about like, yeah, in kindergarten, African Americans used to make fun of my foo-foo, and I'd be like, kindergarten? Bro, because this is my thing. So I was raised a vegetarian. I've never eaten meat before, right? And as a kid, I used to get made fun of for my food because, everybody used to bring a lunch, and, I would unpack my lunch and everybody would be like, what is that? Because my parents were like, super healthy and stuff. While everybody else was eating Lunchables and fruit roll-ups and stuff, I had a vegetarian lunch that was like way healthy, right? So I used to get made fun of for my lunch. And of course it hurt at the time to the point where like I was embarrassed to eat sometimes, like sometimes in the lunchroom, I wouldn't eat certain things because, you know, people were going to make fun of me, right? But baby, I'm 25 years old. Let that hurt go, baby. Let that hurt go. Some of y'all just doing a little bit of the most, honestly. This is my thing. I got made fun of for my lunch from kindergarten to 12th grade, bro. Literally, because I was the only vegetarian. So everybody always made fun of what I ate because it wasn't like what they were eating, right? So sometimes I would not eat my lunch because, you know, I knew I was going to get made fun of, and I would bring my lunch home. My mom would be like, why didn't you eat? Like, you know, and I was just like, I don't know, I wasn't hungry, right? But really, it's because I was going to get made fun of and I wasn't trying to deal with that, right? So this is my thing. This is my thing. I got made fun of for my food for years and years and years, right? And mind you, I was African American, going to school with all African Americans, but because I'm a vegetarian and my food was different, I got made fun of for it. And then Africans, y'all will sit here crying and complaining, oh man, they made fun of my doodoo and they dookie. Okay, join the club. I'm not African and my food got made fun of all the time. Join the club, nigga, and get the fuck over it. Niggas are grown now. Like, shut the fuck up. And then this is my thing because this white girl was talking about the girls who wear beads. That's very, very poorly veiled racism. Very poorly veiled, right? And y'all, like, it's crazy because I see this in the black diaspora all of the time. Like, I can't even focus on Becky because I keep getting sidetracked, bro. Because literally, I see a lot of Caribbeans and Africans posting about Americans did this or that, and they're always referring to African Americans, right? And then when you call them out on it, you be like, you know, like, come on now. And they be like, oh, I didn't say African Americans. Nobody mentioned you, but if the shoe fits, then wear it. And it's like, you were clearly talking about African Americans, but they do this poorly veiled xenophobia, and it's like, who is dumb enough to not peep this? You know what I'm saying? But that's how people are passive aggressive, you know, because it's like with this example of Becky, who is wearing beads in their hair? Black girls, like what? But then when you comment, why are you talking about black girls? She's gonna be like, oh, I didn't mention black girls. Like, yo, it's all about passive aggressiveness, right? This video just made me realize how similar white people and non-African American black people are, right? Because the same way Becky just sat here talking about in kindergarten, whatever, that's the same exact way Africans and Caribbeans be sitting around talking about, oh, when I was in kindergarten, African Americans made fun of my ethnic food. Like, congrats. When I was in kindergarten, African Americans made fun of my vegetarian food. It's not because you're African, it's just because you're different, quite literally. Like, get over it at this point, right? In the same way she's talking about, people with braids, that's the same exact way these non-African American black people be like, oh, Americans. Like, what type of Americans? We clearly know who you're talking about. It's like this poorly veiled xenophobia in a diaspora's case, but in Becky's case, racism. It's like, y'all are so passive aggressive. Y'all are so like, you hold so many grudges. It's like, you're hateful. In Becky's case, just say you hate black people and move on. And in the black diaspora's case, just say you hate African Americans and move on, baby.
Wow.
What do you
No,
think
it's
of
amazing.
this is narcissism, man.
She's crazy, man. No, all we shouldn't even give her attention at all, bro. I'm telling you, she's not all there.
Yeah, but what does it show you
I don't
about
think
this?
she's all there.
I think that there is a heavy amount of their community, especially if you go into these online talks and you know the things that we're on nowadays. You actually sense this. It's an actual thing. Like
Yeah,
literally,
but
this
that's what
whole
I'm
debate.
saying. They're trying to find their own identity. They're still trying to distance themselves from everyone else and try to come
So,
their own way. They
if you
can't
go,
say we're the Africans that were stolen from Africa that now have freedom. They can't call themselves slave free slaves. They can't call themselves that. They need something. They need something. They have been taken away from their heritage, taken into slavery. Now they're given freedom. They do not know what they are. Where should they go? Oh, I grew up like this. I grew up like that. It's all difficult. It's gone differently, man. It's all going differently right now. Well, life for them
uh,
is all going different.
and I think they've realized this. I think they're starting to realize, oh shit, there's an actual community of people out in the world that don't really even care about us. And I
Yeah,
think
man.
that's like sort of, and I think people are starting to wake up saying, bro, no, hardly anyone gives a shit about the black thing.
Nah, man. They had to. One of them, man. They had to claim Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Why you say black? Why you keep referring your skin tone to everything? I don't understand, man. Why you killing? You already killed yourself. Don't you see that mentally your self-esteem is gone? You called yourself black. You don't see white man going, "Oh, white man life matter."
I
You
like.
don't see Asian man saying Asian man life matter. Come on, man. You don't go around saying that. You just killed us. You don't keep going by the distinction of your skin. Stop that. We have to get rid of that shit at all. What color are you? Oh, you're a human being. That's it, man. Where you from? Somalia. I'm African. That's it. You don't go around saying, "Oh,
It's like,
I'm
why don't
black."
they? Why can't they say I'm American? If they say I'm American, yeah, you're cool. But then again, they
Yeah.
don't fit American. Like obviously, like the girl said, yeah, 70%. Yeah, 70%. You hear me? Yeah, is
America
white.
don't like them. Yeah, America don't like them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
America gave them rights, but they don't like them. They don't fight for anything. They don't stand for anything. You know, if you don't have nothing to the table, if you don't have nothing to bring to the table, hey, man, you know, there's nothing here for you. You have to
Mm-hmm.
bring something to the table, bro. They don't have no culture. They have nothing, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she's talking
And
about.
I think the culture they do have is wow. It's music. What else can I see? I don't know. Civil rights, Malcolm X. Who else? Martin Luther King. What else can I remember? And really, what
That's
else? Rap music, pimps,
yeah.
hoes, prostitute. I really,
Yeah, but
truthfully, if you really
all this
even
is
deep
owned
it, if
by
you
other
really do.
people. They owned by other people. All these labels you see, everything you see, they started from top down. There's big man sitting on top there, and it's not a black man sitting on top. Trust me. Nor is he an American or African American. You understand what I'm saying? The guy who's sitting on top of passing down these labels down to them is no way is he an African American, nor is he black. He doesn't give a shit about these people, bro. He's just making his paper. These
Yeah,
people
true.
they're silly, bro. They look at the time they're all fighting for their own label. I have my own label now. Oh, I'm gonna sign one person, I'm gonna make my money. Bro, remember the guy who allowed you to have your own label? Where is he? Man, every video you play, he's taking 5%, 10% off, bro. He's
I
still
know.
eating big, you know?
But this sister said, I still take black African on the forms. However, many of you could take others. Let's be honest now. We do not start a crazy discussion. Laugh out loud. What was it? We'll come back later on for another topic. Yeah, Faye, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Faye.
Hey,
But
Faye, well done. Yes, all right, Faye. I hear you. I hear you.
no, but Faye, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you go into Clubhouse and bullshit like that, yeah, there's literally a war going on. Nahasa, Somalis v everyone like this is every day it's on. Africans v African Americans. They're jealous of us, there's this, they're that, they wanna be us, they wanna do this, and it's like, really, does anyone really give a fuck? And I personally I don't really care. You know what I'm on?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. So come on then, Faye. You're the one saying new topic. Why don't you come on the panel and give us a new topic then?
What did she say? Laugh out loud. Yeah, it is a mad place, guys. This is it's a crazy place, man. It is. It is. I'm glad you're not honest. Sis. I'm about to delete it myself.
Nah,
I'm about to
haddana
delete.
waxa taageerka Pakistaniga wuxuu nagu dhahay hadda marka la hadlan that young
Yeah,
Pakistani brother from Bradford, what he
yeah,
said. Yeah, have you been into that room, you know, where they go crazy and they diss everything? You know,
yeah.
he even got lost. He was surprised.
You're
He went to
surprised,
give
is
some
it?
da'wah. He went to give some da'wah and they started kicking him off with all eye and everything. Oh my God. The guy was actually telling me, he said they're going crazy. These people are going crazy.
Yeah, what did Brother Liban say? Brother Liban said, Faye, hey, you should take black. Okay, next time. Should put black others next time. If you're not African, you're Somali. Yeah, yeah.
If you're
Dang.
Somali, you're not African, Kula, if you're Somali. Ah, that's taking a piss. We are African, bro. We're all Africans. But in order to distinguish between the different people in Africa, we claim to say we're Somalians. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Some people say they're Native Americans. Some people say they're Black Americans. Some people say they're Caucasian Americans.
No,
You know?
for me, it's yeah. For me, it's a situation where identity thing. We shouldn't even look if we've got an identity. Be proud of your identity. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, and that's about it.
Mm. That's
And that's
true,
my
man. What
that's my
can we do for Somalia, though, up to now, man? Forget these black people, man. We can't take this African American girl over there, man. She will not be welcome in Somalia.
yeah.
Yeah.
People like that. Yeah, man. Yo, big up, brother Rad in the build. Radios, Rad is in the building. Rad is in the building.
Where is he? Is he coming on the panel?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Navarro accent. Assalamu
No,
alaikum. How are you, both
Rad.
of you?
What? This is Dr. Rad, no?
Yeah, it's Rad, man. It's and Kenny. Yeah, welcome, Rad. Talk to me.
I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
Yeah, man.
How's life?
So what's the
How's life?
convo about?
We were just watching one an African American woman, Mid Madowa, and the inferior complex and this victimization mentality. She's calling all Africans and other Somalis out for not claiming to be African American. You know, some dead shit.
Yes. There's been a lot of YouTube channels on it. Recently, I was on what do you call it?
Are you on Clubhouse? You need to come on Clubhouse, my brother.
No, I'm not on Clubhouse. I've been defending the Somali Dakan on what's it called, African Millennial. And there's this guy. I'd like to warn you of this, half Oromo and half Ugandan from the Buganda tribe. This guy has been misleading people on African Millennial channel, and he's got an issue with Somalis. This guy.
Is it a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's called African Millennial. I've been defending the Somali Magat there.
Do you want to send it to us, or is it a live stream? What is it?
It's on live streaming that. I'll come on there sometimes. Also, there's an African guy who's proper anti-Somali. I have beef with this guy. It's called African React. He made a video against Somalis, and I confronted this guy. I just want to give you an update. I've been defending this.
Even what they got against us, Rad?
No, they got nothing against us. It's basically this African Millennial chick. She's based in Canada. She's a Ghanaian chick, and they have different topics and that, right? Yeah, on African vs Black American.
Go on, Rad.
And basically, right, yeah, it's just I just see that meshas qolkas streamcast alirada wa sidano rada mesha wa qosl and wa circus meshas.
Somalida lagu ceni maxay ka rabaa Somalida?
waxaan ku idea. There's too many toxic videos on YouTube, African vs African American, even in the UK. Can you believe that? These diaspora wars. It's bad enough we got like the wars in UK against different communities. Afrikanka and Kwa Jisiradaha Kwa Middle came out there. Like, no shake. What's your take on that? Because there's a lot of diaspora wars going.
Now, I'd say with the diaspora wars, we gotta love ourselves, my brother. That's the thing. We gotta embrace Somali.
I'll give an example. Can I add something? Yesterday, right? I was on this live stream, yeah, on that. I just find it funny, right? Yeah, they made a whole entire video, right? Yeah, of this Lincoln Mulligan, yeah, Lincoln Mulligan American, Uganda Utage. And basically, Lincoln Utage, right? They're having a whole massive debate about this Lincoln Mulligan American. Uganda Utage, Lincoln Baskilu Dukaib Sade, Lincoln Ukhayame. Ninkan Udibahay or the lactate basically Chabani said that. But at the same time, Ninkan Mulligan, they're having a guard, it's Ninkan Mulligan, yeah. Yes, the Ninka Ugandan, he's in the wrong. But you have to understand Mahawatan Kaki and that Kamutibahay Katsid. They're both in the wrong.
No, I don't get that. Why would if you got slapped? What did the Ugandan man do?
Basically, the Black American guy, he slapped the Ugandan guy because he scammed him. But the Black American guy was in the wrong. He should have. The Ugandan guy's in the wrong, but the Black American guy's in the wrong. He should have not slapped the guy because I've been scammed myself in Somalia, and I didn't go back and slap the guy up in front of his two kids. Do you get what I'm coming from?
Yes, okay, I get that. But what did the Ugandan man do when he got slapped?
he didn't do nothing. The guy was a miskin, and the core Afrikanka stream cut, they were just having it on the Ninka Mulu. Then the tribalism and shit, bro, man, in Masinka. Like, I say they're both in the wrong because the guy is a fool if you're buying a souk. Like, speaker, if you were to go to Dominican Republic and you want to go to downtown and I don't say ticket buska kurati, ninu kui mado, ticket to kuibia, and nin na'asatai, ticket ka capes, it's a ninka. And you try to board the bus and you tell the guy, the bus driver tells you that that ninki ticket kakuibi wa khayama wa ben. Would you confront the guy or skadenisa or skatikisa?
Well, it depends how much it is, and if it's a major thing, I'll confront him if he's doing it. And I found out, like, because at the end of the day, no one likes to be mugged, innit? No one likes to be
mugged, yeah, but I'm talking about if you're in what then share. Like Ninken. It doesn't matter, right? This is a warning to everybody. This is a warning to me, even in Somalia, right? Yeah. If you get scammed, let's say it's Shangini or Shangini or Tabangini, it's not worth it. Because if this that Hebel is in the wrong, if you confront that person and and there's other pacifiers, you don't know the language, this person can say Ninka wahi gusumeye within like what 10, 15 minutes there's about a massive crowd surrounding you. You're putting yourself in that dangerous situation. My advice is skedat. I would have walked away, me. Yeah, but what's your take on that?
No, I heard that, man. After scamming your halas I would never even. All right, it happens in Africa, but you know, when you go to any country in this world, yeah, and you do things differently. Remember, you didn't go to a ticket office and buy a bus ticket from there, but you bought it from a street vendor. You're thinking, look after the local community, but the local community, they don't have a real ticket for it. Okay, fine, these things happen, but you have to be prepared when you're going to another country in this world. When I'm leaving my comfort zone and I'm going to another area, yeah, I am prepared for all sorts. So you have to have your backup plan. You can't just take it out on the first guy who scams you. You're gonna get a lot of people scamming you, bro. Well, you know, wallahi, you'd be surprised. I went to Turkey and I bought a SIM card because my SIM card wasn't working in Turkey, and then I bought a SIM card, and then the SIM card I bought, I paid 300 lira for it. I took it, bro. It didn't last for 5 minutes, man. I couldn't even. I just text my number to people. My credits ran out, man. Everything's gone. I text 3 people my number. Everything died, bro. I died. I was surprised, and I said, "Okay, fine, that's cool." And then I went to the corner. When we landed, I went to the shop, the corner shop. He said, "How much you pay? 300." Oh, my brother, you got played, man. I said, "Okay, thank you, man. No problem. What can you do for me now?" You know, he gave me one for less than that. He gave me one for 60, 70 lira. I bought one of him for 70 lira. That lasted me for 2 weeks in my holiday, bro. I just topped it up once. You know, you do get people like that, but you have to be prepared. You can't take it out on. You don't know what their life has been, man. You don't know why he's doing it to you. He knows you're a tourist. You don't know why he's doing it to you, man. And you can't take it personal. These American people are like, they're coming from an oppressive world. They think they're gonna be oppressed in Africa if this miskin guy scams him as well. He thinks he's gonna be a slave in Africa. So he starts smacking.
Whose fault is that, though? Again, this whole culture of victim, a man bending over. Wow, like I don't play that with people. Like,
No, of course,
you know them
but
ones, like
he's
this
got
victim
this.
mentality.
No, they're all. Have you noticed this American blacks here, the ones that claim to be no African or nothing? Them guys, you know, after they have been so oppressed, yeah, they are so angry. Watch when they're walking down the street. They don't walk down the street as a happy person, man. You don't see them smiling or calmly walking down the street. They're prepared for a war. At all times, they're prepared for a war. That's why he slapped the guy, bro. He's prepared for a war. He's trying to scam me, baba. That's like that's madness, man.
It's like pow.
Pow. Wallahi, it's like man is ready to kill, like sort of thing. He don't know what market. If that guy imagine if that guy had Bangladesh hostage, and he called the other African guys over. Imagine the American guy would have got done, man. American embassy would have come and got him pieces off the floor. Well, I'm telling you, man. But he's lucky, you know, he slapped him a skin guy. But imagine if there was other guys there. if it was a real street scam, yeah, wallahi rag kala meesha la joogi lahaa isaga dhan baa la furan lahaa maalintaas. Yeah, man.
God damn it, man. But I'm just, you know what it is, yeah? For me, it's what it is. We gotta appreciate we have lineage and we have culture. Again, I'm gonna remind you, brothers and sisters, appreciate. I like Dr. Rad and Yaba, that's about the money identity. And we have an abundance. That's craziness.
And we don't know what to do with it. We're actually selling it bit by bit.
I don't even think we appreciate it. That's the thing. We don't. Oh my God. Because on these apps here, I'm hearing, Qabil, Qabil. Oh my God, Qabil. I'm like, whoa. Like, maybe you don't understand what Qabil is. But Qabil is, some people are that. There's people claiming to be Hebrew Israelites, this type of Israelites. We're from here, we're from there, we're from here, with the lost this, with that. I was like, boy, man, don't know, innit?
No. It's crazy, man. I think it's coming to an end, man, where people are going nuts now. Everyone is coming out of woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see the African, the Ethiopian guy, the real Israelites. Do you know who the real Israelites are now? They were black people. Apparently, the real Israelites are black people. After I get them every day, man. Check out the purple contest or tiny guys. Bro. What? They're giving us a headache.
And they're telling us you are gonna be my slave. Like, what
the I'm the king and you're my slave.
You, Somali man, you're my slave, but I said, yeah. I said, yo, little does he know? I said, Somali, I'm racist to the whole world, man. What I hate my own Qabil as well. I hate my own people. I hate myself. I hate myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like, you see them in Seven Sisters train station with the whole bodyguard, and like, bruv, you're not Moses, man. What are you, like?
Yo, a funny thing happened to me today, man, when I was walking down the bank.
The bank?
Yeah,
I thought you don't do bank, man. I
do bank. I just had to. I was just coming out of my house. Yeah,
I know you got HGC business account, innit? It's not a regular account for you, innit? You got a business account. I like that. Money,
I wish. Yeah, good guy can cup of right. Yeah, some Adan guy stop his what's it called his van, and he starts to suddenly ask this Irish guy about Islam and that. The guy said, "Are you Muslim?" I said, "Yeah." I said, he asks many questions about Islam. I'm thinking, why the hell did he pick me out of everybody, man? I was just coming out of my house.
What did you say to him?
I was asking questions about Islam, basically on the Quran, about I was giving my best of knowledge about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, about the Quran, how was it revealed to him? How was it revealed to him? I said it was revealed to him through Jibril.
No, that's all right, man. I just don't get it. Sometimes you have to be careful, man. This is how it started in Finisbury Park when they did that attack on Masajid on that Ramadan thing. That's how it started. Is this a Muslim is this a mosque? Yes. Is this the Somali? Is this the Muslim community area? Yes. They gather the information and they leave you, bro. And then tomorrow they come and attack you if they wish. You don't know who you're talking to, man.
No, but that's just weird. Like, why would you randomly ask someone if Muslim? Yeah, this guy was an Irish Catholic, and he was like, I don't know, man, looking into Islam and that.
He was driving a van and got off his van and came. You see what I'm saying?
No, it was in his van. He was one of those fans.
Tell him the Imam is over there, man. He will tell you everything you need to know.
I've noticed right here. Why is it always like the Irish that Dinto Islam instead of English? Has anyone ever noticed that? It's Irish.
I think Irish is because I think they practice Deen more than these guys. Remember that? Majority of them are atheists. Majority of these people are atheists. The ones I work with on local, they'll look at you, Dina. What are you talking about? All my colleagues and all that, every single one of them that's English atheist, and the ones that are Irish are all Catholic or they have religion.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about, bro.
Guys, Rad and Diaspora, hold up the panel for me.
Yeah, okay. No worries, man. Hey, Rad, what's happening though, man? How's things, man? Lately, I haven't spoken to you. We never had no arguments lately.
Just keeping a low profile. That's what Dr. Rad is doing, keeping a low profile.
So you found a nice girl, yeah?
Not yet. Only Ilahi willing. Only Ilahi og.
متى قاعدة شنبقلو شانية ماشي.
Only she'll accept what's it called? 500 boxes of dir'a and dahab. Is that all right?
That's nice. That's better than شنبقلو شانية. Trust me. You get me? At least that's
in order on her wedding day, instead of a cake, it's going to be a halawad shaped like a cake, and she has to eat the halawad in front of everybody. She has to put the halawad in her mouth.
You trying to kill everyone. My heart attack بقفك الصرف تانا سيسمن on your wedding. It's meant to be a joyous day, not a heart attack day, man. Do you know that much of halwa? That much halwa if you eat, you know what's gonna happen to you? Are you crazy, man? You're probably gonna leave your wedding diabetic and heart problems, bro.
But until the Somali girl were healthy to high.
Not halwa, not halwa. Halwa is not healthy, bro. Trust me. Ton of sugar and oil goes in there, man.
No, halwa da until any Somali girl. Do you think Somali food is healthier than English food?
Oh, definitely, by far. English food, there is no such thing as an English food. I don't think English people have food, bro. I'll be honest with you. These people used to eat rats.
Wahan Abi Thai. Guess what? The UK's national cuisine is? It's not fish and chips. It's curry. Can you believe it? It's curry.
Yeah, that's an Indian curry, man. All of them curry. Curry come from Asia for them. Everybody, to be honest, every continent has its own curry. Everybody does maraka. Everybody sugu some stuff. These people don't know how to do it though. They just don't know how to do it. They never knew it. They never know nothing, bro. Go see. I went out. I was friends with a couple of guys from my university and stuff, and they lived closer to our Mesha Kabarinene, yeah. And then when we would go, he said, "No, come, man. Well, you know, sometimes as a student, you spend your money when you're not supposed to spend it all at once, so it doesn't last. So one of the boys will say to you, come, we'll go eat in my house." You go to his house after you, oh my God, until the Lucino were bland, bro, bland. It's no taste, no salt, no nada. You know?
And that's why I will not marry Nag Adan who not take Muslim. Can you imagine marrying Nagalira Jemma and Muslim Nokote? Imagine if I want, for example, Benis and Onqad, Benis and Muqmad in the morning and Shaha. Instead, she'll make me what? Bland beans and toast.
And flatbread from Tesco. Flatbread from Tesco, toasted in the oven for 2 minutes. I know, man. That's how it goes, man, in this country. That's how they are. That's how they are.
That can't happen, and she'll make me what? Bland tea with no hawash, with no 2 sugars, with no what's it called? Cravendale. Anaha Cravendale with hawash Somaliga. Nagada wahas.
Cravendale ana hawash Somali. Right, it has to be Cravendale for you, yeah. I like that. You have to have a Cravendale, yeah. You're classic. Doctor, you're crazy. Your milk even have a dog now, yeah? You even have dog for milk. You have choice for milk now, man. How come you don't do no Alpro, man? How come you don't do soy milk?
That's man, I don't do none of that rubbish. I do Cravendale fresh ano or that fresh way ano they sell at the Tucan. But that fresh way ano is rubbish, bro, because I never used to have debate with them. Now my local Tucan is selling ano that's gone down with fresh way. That's why I stick to Cravendale. It's fresh.
Nah, that's what they say, but after it's manufactured, everything's manufactured. If you want truly,
no, but Cravendale is the Cravendale. The brand is manufactured by Allah. You know the milk, the dairy company.
Yeah.
You're telling me, yeah. It's all right then, yeah.
I used to work in their factory.
Huh?
I used to work in their factory, Allah.
So I used to work in their factory.
Wallah, I used to work in their factory, bro.
All right then, yeah. give me a reason why. Even my brother-in-law told me that their animals not. They claim to be fresh, but they put artificial stuff into it. Like, I don't believe that, man. It's Allah, man. It's
They have to,
even
my friend.
you know
Listen.
cheese. You know Allah. Even in Somalia, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put artificial stuff in the milk. You don't understand the reason why. It's because you know the manufactured food. Yeah, when it's coming through the manufacturer and the tanks and it's going through the tubes are not new every day. Inside of the tube is being used constantly. It's only going to be pressure washed, but with hot water. But you don't know if it's rusted or not. We don't know what's happening. So what they do is every day that milk is being fed into those pipes, those tanks, those things, in order to not get nobody sick or anything like that. They add preservatives, they add drugs, they add bits and pieces to clean all the impurities of the milk. But they don't leave nothing behind.
Yes, is that brother Shay? Yo, bro.
Yes, what are you telling me, brother?
How you telling me? Sador.
Nothing much, man.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. I've been listening to your discussion.
Yeah, what do you thinking?
Huh?
You wanna add 2 cents or anything into it?
No. I don't have anything to say at the moment. It's just
We're letting it flow. We let it flow.
yeah.
We let it
As
flow.
soon as I
Now,
have
right
something
now,
to say,
we're
I'll start
talking
jumping.
about right now we're talking about how Dr. Rad doesn't want to marry Gabar or Muslim or reverted Adan Riveta because you don't know how to cook Muhammadi or Lahoh ya Lawiya.
But you can learn that, brother. What you're on about? That's not rocket science.
I said to Yaba there, right? Yeah, I would not marry Nag called Gemma who became Muslim because let's compare her to Hodan, who's gonna make me fresh Benis and Muhammad and fresh Katoska with Shaha with Hawashka, 2 sugars and Anaha Cravendale in the morning. But compare Gemma who's gonna make me bland
That's a craving
bland
though.
beans.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Crazy.
tartan gaalnimo iyo niika iyo ayaan xirsi iyo wixii lamidna waa kaaga horreeya
What's that video about, bro? That's a quick one.
That was a shot to all the Denny supporters. KS, y'all were there.
You might have been like that undercover now. Undercover, yeah. Throwing undercover words now, yeah.
Undercover shots. That was for early. You know that remark you said about Minto earlier, innit? So
I never said nothing. I never. Oh, go away.
Let's carry on. Okay. So carry on, Rad.
No. So hey, but look, another one.
Yeah, but listen, yeah, that sounds a bit too much, man. That sounds you're being too picky, bro. Anyone can learn food, man. Come on, like food is easy, bro. You can easily learn it.
Yes, but it takes time, my brother.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? You're talking about Muhammad, bro. You can learn it in one day, bro.
Yeah, but Muhammad's a bit difficult, man. Come on, you need that skill. You need to. I don't know how Muhammad is made.
Yeah, take her to your sister, to your mom, or something, and then just teach her, innit?
Yeah.
But how are you gonna start a wedding like? How are you gonna start a relationship like that, man? You taking her to your mom and teaching her how to cook. Come on, man. What does that say to her about you?
If there's like,
I don't like the way you cook. My wife, I don't like the way you cook.
Yo, what do you lot think of this? What do you lot think of like Sohaib and everybody? Do you think Somali food? Do you think Somali food needs to be fused, go mainstream?
Yeah, if it goes mainstream, like the unhealthy parts of the Somali food will get criticized. And
I'll give an example. Who knows that calf? How many of you are familiar with that calf? Chaiwala. They've got like similar food to us. For example, there's an Asian cafe. They serve like Asian food. Like they serve like halawad. They serve like Nutella with the sabayad. I'm thinking, imagine if we had a Somali calf that had British and Somali food fused.
There is, man.
How would that work?
There's a couple of them. What are you talking about? I don't know where you guys are not going there, man. There's quite a few of them, bro. Well,
they're quite small scale businesses, isn't it? They're small scale businesses.
Yeah, but there's a couple of chefs in Somalia at the time. They're coming up the ranks, bro. They're going crazy, you know. I know a guy in Liverpool Street. I was seeing it the other day, bro. It's £40 a head, bro. Wallahi, that's 3-course meal.
It's beautiful, bro. marka lagu keenay the first course meal waxaad dooranaysaa alaabo qatara, bro. Wallahi billahi waxaad dooranaysaa
guys, what do you think about this? What the boy Echo says?
Oh my days, I hate these people, bro. I hate these people, man. If I was in Somalia, I'll shoot these people. Well, I'm not even joking. These people trying to erase our fucking like the Somali language, our culture, replace it with Arabic culture, like trying to Arabize the country, bro.
No, you can't do that, man. I'm against that. Anyone else? Anyone in the chat? What does everyone in the chat think of Echo's statement right here? Because I'm against that as well.
Disgusting. Like
this applies to state. Somali guy wanted to completely remove Somali language. What the hell is going on? This guy nuts.
Do you know that? Do you know what this process is called? Wait, I'm forgetting the word. This is what colonialism does. This is what happened to the Irish. They were Celtic people. They lost their language. The British made them lose their language. They lost their culture and their language.
I know. Yes, big man Rodriguez in the building. I know where you're coming from. Salam, my brother.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, like Rodriguez in the building. I understand where Shoaib's coming from. That's called colonization, right?
Yeah.
Nigerian whole language. Yeah.
But honestly, do you really think the Arabs had nothing to do with the slave trade, bro?
They did, bro. What do you mean? The slaves used to go to Arabs. They used to work with the Arabs. Why do you think they're so racist today? Why do you think whenever they see a black person, they say Adon, they say, what was it, slave? Like they call him Abdi or Adon.
Guys, let's not go like, let's not throw stones. Let's not
Yo,
be
can
that
I add something important
when we live
about
in a
our
glass
language?
house.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we're racist, but Arabs are racist towards everyone. Like, let's be real.
We're racist as well. Like, everyone's racist. I believe
Yo,
everyone's
can we
racist.
stop playing S? Can we stop playing victim? Can I say something? The Somali language has been around for thousands of years, and I don't think the Somali language is going anywhere. And second of all, Somali people will never give up their language. We're similar to Tamil people, how Tamil people are nationalistic about their language. And anyway, did you know Somali language is the most spoken African language in UK in the census? But it's sad that you don't have other African languages on the census.
Look what my man said. Look at this guy said, keep your language, but you should change your national alphabet to Arabic. What the fuck? Why?
Winter, man, bro. I wish I seen you face to face, man. I would have told you something.
You would have told you something. Nah, man.
Yo, what do you lot think of? What do you lot think of this? I know we had this discussion loads of times here. Do you think the national alphabet?
Inshallah, come on. You know WM, Shanshamal, Inshallah, she knows what I'm talking about. That's a private little joke there. But I want to get back to this guy's statement, man. This is petrifying as well. Like, why? I don't get it. What was his points? What did he say? His point is because Somalis back home are fighting each other. So if we move the Somali language and agree with the Arabic because of Islam, is he trying to say, okay, what's your thoughts on this? It's a curveball.
Absolutely not.
We all learn Arabic. We all taught Arabic. We all learn the Quran. We all learn the religion the same way. But we still have that national side of us. That Arabic cannot affect. Believe me, regardless of whether we speak, all of us speak Arabic or not, we're still going to have the issues we have.
Yeah, but
can I just say something? Wait, can I just say something?
Go ahead, brother.
The reason why the British, like when they were colonizing the Irish, that they removed the Celtic language is because the Celtic language, when you have your own indigenous language, it separates you from the others and it unites you as a people. So when the British removed the Celtic language, those Celtics, it just broke them up into different pieces and they didn't unite because they didn't have anything uniting them, really. They didn't have the same language no more. You know what I mean? If that before it was us Celtics versus the English. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a barrier. But once you removed the language barrier, then you remove the culture, then these people can be easily separated and the country will just disappear. There will be no reason to have a country. Because this will be Arabic. All these people speak Arabic. Do you know what I mean? It will just be, you can join it to Yemen or something and become one country. Because there's no difference between these two people no more. They have the same Arabic culture, the same Arabic language. That's why I hate when I hear this. It's like you're trying to erase the Somali people. This is our language. We built it over thousands of years. Like we traded with it. We've done everything with it. It's ours. It's what unites us. It's what makes us Somali. And when someone tries to erase that, it's what outside influences do to others when they want to colonize them, when they want to. A lot of ethnicities disappeared over history because they lost their language, they lost their culture.
But that's already happening in many other African countries.
Yeah, it's happening, but I don't want it to be happening to us. That's what
I
I'm trying
know,
to say.
because we Somalis, you have to understand,
And
right?
we
If you
died
look
for
at
this. When we fought the Portugal, when we fought the British, when we fought the Ethiopia, when we fought our neighbors, every time you fight,
When we
every time you fight for
the
your
French,
language, every time
we fought
you fight to
everybody.
keep what you have. You fight to keep what you have, and that's what we had. Like, do you know what I mean? If look at the Irish. I'm just saying Irish now because that's the one everyone knows. That's famous. That's documented. But there's a lot of people, different ethnicities that came up with their own language. They lost the language.
no, but I'd say it's not just not the Irish, but have you noticed, right? Yeah, why is it that a lot of Africans in the UK don't speak their native language? Like, how come Somalis are different from the rest? Like, even in public, but
Bro, look
basically
at
like the
Jamaica.
Indians,
Look at Jamaica.
even like the Indians are not ashamed of speaking their language. Do you hear it in public? But the only African language in my whole life I've seen in public is Somali. Maybe in South London and a couple of areas you would hear other African languages, but Somali is the most common language in London and in UK, in other cities. So why is that? That Somalis will not. You can't put down a Somali when he's speaking his language. You can't he doesn't have that complex. You have to speak English. You have to have English hadlo. Like a Somali parent would teach his kids Somali. They will teach both of them the language. So why is that? Why are we separate from the rest
It's a must
compared
to
to
be
other
taught Somali
ethnicities?
because that's what you won't be able to fit in with other Somalis if you don't speak the language. That's what all parents think. Like if they take you back to Somalia now, people will be like, look at this guy, but he don't even know his language. How like an Eliskan, but he don't even know his Lakan and his language. Do you get what I
No,
mean?
but it's not that. So my
So they
point
teach
is here.
parents always teach you
My
your Lakan and
what I'm
your
trying to
language.
say is, I researched this with different immigrant groups that come to the United States, but do you think this is a form of self-hatred? Refusing to teach your kids your native language. This includes the Europeans, the Italians who refuse to teach their kids their native language.
No, but that's because they suppose that they integrate it and they integrate it into this
Yes, you can integrate into the society, but why are you going to refuse to teach your kids your native language?
I don't think they refused. I think they were far away from their culture or something. They didn't like value it as Somalis value their culture or others value their culture. Do you know what I mean? Like a Chinese person, they value their culture really and their language. If you don't speak Chinese and you're in China, you're gone basically. Like, do you know what I mean? Everyone will be looking around like, what? Are you stupid or something? You know what I mean? There's a value to it. And when the Italians and other people, Europeans, come over here, and the first generation, like they might speak the language. The second generation, they probably don't speak the language. But Somalis, every generation, they'll probably speak the language. But that depends on the parent. As long as the parent is within the community, like as long as there's a Somali community, people will always like try to teach each other, pass the language and the culture, so that they can talk to each other. You know what I mean? Come together and that. But when Somalis are isolated, you can see them like they'll probably lose their language. I'm not sure.
Yes, Suhab. I just think we're stubborn as a people. Stubborn as a what? Donkey.
It's prideful. It's pride. I think it's pride. I think it's pride because we're very proud of our culture and we're very, very proud of who we are. And I think it's because we don't have that history of enslavement. I think that's another point because a lot
It's
of
not
Africans,
enslavement. I'm talking about inferior
a lot of
complexities. Some tribes in Africa and UK, I'm not going to mention tribes, they would not teach their kids their language, and that because it's either embarrassing or they think their language is inferior. Because I've heard that before. Like, what's everybody in the panel? What's your thoughts on that? Like parents who think their language is inferior to the colonial language.
I think it's that either they don't have the time to teach them. They're working all day. Do you know what I mean? And they just don't speak the language at home. and the kids always go to school and speak in English. They just speak English with them. That could be another point. Like they don't prioritize teaching the language. Do you know what I mean? Like the dad's going to work, mum's at home, like, busy with the kids, and the kids spending 6 hours in school speaking English all day. So when he comes home, he's just going to keep on speaking English. Do you know what I mean? That's how most Somalis are. But, you know, or most people are, you know what I mean? It could be that.
Yeah, man. No, we should. What do you think of this statement?
Not self-educated to. Yeah, yeah, because I've seen people making fun of others like with their accents, the African accent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It could be that. Do you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, yeah, I'm not originally African. Like I was born here when they just came from Africa.
Man.
Yeah, about that. Well, you know, I've noticed that as well. Yeah, why is it that some Africans are a bit iffy when you ask them? Yeah, if I were to meet any African, like not just African but Caribbean as well, any other African, wherever you're from, they'll be a bit iffy about when you say to them, "Where you from originally? Where you from originally?" I would say confidently, I'm from Somalia, but they'll be a bit quiet on that.
I know people that I went to school with, and even people I know personally went to work with, yeah, that blatantly say, "Oh, I was born here." Do you know what I mean? And like, and you kind of there's people that know, like, "Oh yeah, he went to that high school near my yard." You know, that primary. You know what I mean? It's known, but they'll just say because there's other Africans that were born here, innit? And so they want to fit in. They don't want to be like, "Oh, you're a freshie" or something, whatever it could be. So everyone just lies and says, "Oh, they're born here. They're born here." I'm British. I'm like, you know what I mean? That's like they don't want to be associated with, "Oh yeah, I was born in Africa. I've just been here for a couple of years." And I see it as like, oh,
But that's the problem. Suhaib, that's the problem with Africans and those from the islands. Like, I don't see this with Asian people. Like, Asian people will proudly say, "I'm from Halkananda. I'm from this and that." I'm thinking, what is wrong with African people?
it might be
Caribbean.
poverty, man. It might be poverty because like Africa is very, very poor. It's malaria, it's HIV, Ebola, all that stuff. So they might not want to be associated with that. Do you know what I mean? And just of poverty. That's because everyone thinks of Africa as poor, bro. I was like, if you say I'm from Africa, they'll be like, "What? Was you wearing sandals?" And you know what I mean? Because everything on TV is just malaria, it's mosquitoes. They could be that. They're just too shy. So they'd rather just say, "Oh, I was born here," and be normal like everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Another thing I think is most of these countries that these people come from, there was not a stable government. Do you know what I mean? As in like whenever there's a stable government and there's no fighting, like people are educated about their culture, their language, and everything. But when there's chaos and everything, there's no education. People don't know anything about their culture. They don't know their history. Could be that as well.
Suhaib, I just want to raise up another point. You know, back in the day, do you think because the internet wasn't around not many people back in the day had what's it called, computers, home desktops back in '06, 05, '06, before that, and there was a lack of understanding amongst different immigrant communities. Do you think that might be the case? Lack of understanding or education?
Yes, of course. Like, come on, as Somalis,
No, for example, I'll give you an example. Somali would have little understanding from someone from St. Vincent. Someone from St. Vincent would have little understanding of Somali people and their culture and language, if you know what I mean.
100% understand what you're saying. I'll give you an example. Like, there was this woman in it. I was in a car, yeah, and someone's mum was driving, and then there was this guy, a Nigerian black guy in it, black African, a Nigerian, because he had a Nigerian flag on the inside the car in it. and he cut off in it, and he was driving recklessly. He wasn't driving safe in it basically. And then we went home, yeah. And then this guy's mum goes to, there's other women at the yard, innit? There was a wedding happening. She goes to the other women and she goes, Nigerians are bad drivers, you know. All these Nigerians, they don't care about road safety. Da, 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 da. Forget this guy, yeah. She's saying all Nigerians. Do you know what I mean? And because people don't know anything about each other, they just generalize whatever little thing that they do. Whether if one person does something to you, they just generalize it and say those whole people are bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then people be like, "Oh yeah, Nigerians are not good people." Like everyone in that room was like, "Oh yeah, they were just saying negative things about Nigerians, basically."
No, but what country are the people from?
No, they're Somali. They're Somali. And the guy was Nigerian because he had a Nigerian flag in his car, and
Yeah,
But
but that's true. There's a misunderstanding between different people. You
they're
know, I was in the room. Yeah,
these
have
are
you
like
ever
50 year
defended?
olds. They're like 50-year-olds, in it. So they don't know anything about Africans. They just came from Somalia to the UK now, and it. So like they're 50-year-old people. Like these are parents, you know what I mean? So they have that bias. But anyways, my point is, when one person, one group that you don't know about anything about the group, say like Chinese group, people, if one Chinese man kicks you, you would generalize and say, "Oh, Chinese are not good," when you don't know anything about the people. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of Somalis do. If one
No,
guy
but
fucks
that's people. No, but Sahib, that's ethnic groups. That's people in general. When you come from a country, from a different part of the world, and you have no knowledge about that group, when you leave your country, I'll give an example, Sahib. I was in the stream, and I was in this African millennial stream, and it was about colorism. I just went there for entertainment, and I was debating with this Black American guy. I was explaining to him, there's no colorism in Africa. There's tribalism because I've never seen colorism amongst Africa. But the video was about Ghana. The video was about Ghana. I came to the defense of this Ghanaian guy, yeah, because he visited the country and the people in the panel didn't fuck all know anything about the country because of a video. Because I've never heard of colorism in that country. I've heard of skin bleach in Africa, but colorism, the only country where there's a problem with colorism is South Africa. And there was even a South African guy on the panel. Then the guy felt like he was being disrespected in that. Then some Nigerian guy, and the funny thing is, there's no unity in Africa. The guy just randomly said, yeah, because me, I don't take banter serious. He must have said, Ghanaian men, this Nigerian guy, Ghanaian men are all broke. When he said that in the end, I said, hold on a minute, yeah, I'll confront the guy. That's not funny, bro. That's not funny. Then the guy said, thank you, brother. Because I'm thinking you can't just generalize people, because that's when this tribalism and this. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Imagine if I generalize. Imagine if I generalize right now. Every single Italian eats pasta with cheese on top, sprinkled cheese on top of their sauce and lasagna. They're gonna think, what the fuck? Like, do you understand?
Would agree with that. You'll be like, yeah, they eat pasta with cheese. If I don't know anything about Italians and I just saw a video, one guy eating, you know what I mean? I'd be like, all Italians eat pasta with cheese because of ignorance. But once you do know the people, once you know five Italians, you'll be like, oh no, not all Italians eat pasta with cheese. Like only two of them eat out of the five. Only two of them eat it. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're ignorant, you have biases towards any group. When you don't know anything about them, you're very judgmental and you're very biased as a person. But if it's your fellow person, like someone that you know, like a Somali person or an Arab person that you know, you're less biased and you're less, you're more welcoming because you know about their culture, you know things about them. But when it's, you know what I mean, that's basically ignorance is what's causing that. And now that right now in the UK, Somalis have integrated. Like Somalis are friends with Nigerians. Like my best friend is Afghan. Do you know what I mean? I'm friends with Afghans, Pakistans. You know what I mean? Like, and I know a lot of things about Afghanistan. I know a lot of things about Pakistan. I know more than certain Pakistanis that live in the UK. I know more than certain Afghans that live in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Because and I'm Somali. If I was a typical Somali person, doesn't know anything about Afghanistan. like a person in Somalia now.
But Saib, I don't like about certain Africans. This is only Africans I've seen. They speak about other African countries that they have no knowledge about. If you go to certain streams on YouTube,
But that's everyone. That's everyone. Listen.
No, but Dr.
There's no one that studies history.
If I was going to start my own YouTube channel, if I didn't have knowledge about this X and Y, Z country, I'm going to even spend my own money and resources to find someone to bring them onto my panel about knowledge about their country and that. Do you get where I'm coming from? If I can't, I'll try find somebody who's an expert, because you can't just go around talking about knowledge. I mean, you can't go around talking about without any knowledge at all about that country or that group, because that's when, if you don't know anything about that group and someone who might not like that community or group will start putting doubts or generalization, and you might say something that might unintentionally offend that group, because it's happened a lot on YouTube. You have to be responsible.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't rely on everyone to be like to do the right thing, to do it the right way. There's certain people, they're not really interested in finding out the truth. They're not really interested in saying the truth. They're just in there to make videos and to get views. You know what I mean? They don't care about the truth, so they don't value the truth. So they don't research. They don't spend time and effort into learning about the truth. Do you know what I mean? So just don't pay attention to this. I would not pay attention to those type of people, because like African history, just one country is history. It's you could study it for a lifetime if you really go into detail. Do you know what I mean? Like you can like learn about the events, what happened, all these tribes, because in one country there might be like, just like Ethiopia, there's 80 different ethnicities. Do you know what I mean?
But
So
do you think there's really 80? Do you actually believe there's 80 ethnic groups in that country? I find that hard to believe, because there's only 4 or 5 major ethnic groups.
Those are the major ones, but over history, if look how big Ethiopia is, look how big all of that land is. Do you think people used to like live in isolated areas? Do you know what I mean? So when I say 80 ethnicities, there's other people that came from the Portuguese, when the slaves that they brought over. You know what I mean? When invasion come, they bring people, and which from like Indians, whatever it could be. And those people, they intermarry, and then they mix, and then new languages are formed. Do you know what I mean? And over the time period now, Ethiopia has 80. Somalia only has 1. Can you see the difference? Somalia fought
because of our history, because you can thank the Ajuran, the Adal for it, man. You can thank them.
Yeah, we stuck with our that's why I don't hate when people want to erase our language or our culture. It's because we fought hard, tooth and nail, to keep our land, our culture. Why do you think Somalia is so big? Do you know what I mean? Greater Somalia is so big. Like it's big like that because there's a lot of blood behind it.
You know what I mean? What's your view on Saib? What's your view on the Oromas? Like, I swear, Oromas, man.
Okay, this is my view.
No, because there's a guy, the guy even lives in Southall. There's this guy called Dr. Keizo. He's half Oromo from his dad's side, and he's half Ugandan, and he's from the Buganda tribe from his mother's side. Apparently, this guy dated a Somali girl. I don't know, right? Yeah, this guy has got issues with Somalis. And I'm thinking, this guy on the panel tried to mislead many people. He tried to show Hammer, Bantu. And I'm thinking, I think I'm going to invite that guy onto this stream. I think he needs to be challenged. This Dr. Keizo character.
Who is he though, my rat?
Well, Dr. Keizo, basically, I just want to spread awareness. He comes on African Millennial channel. This guy has got issues with Somalis, even though he has got Somali friends.
Nah, but I see this guy, and I see this about nowadays.
I think it's from his Oromo side, because Oromos have got a problem with Somalis, along with Amaha people. What do you think of that? Like, have you ever noticed in the diaspora, Somalis and Ethiopians never live near each other, even in UK, America, Canada, Australia, all over. Have you ever noticed that?
They don't live next to each other.
No, they don't live in the same areas amongst each other. Like Pakistanis and Indians will live in the same areas as each other. But Somalis and Ethiopians, no. Even with Nigerians and Ghanaians, they will live in the same area, like in South London. But Somalis and Ethiopians, no. Because the only area you're going to find a lot of Habashi people in Brixton, in Stockwell, I think also in North London. But you're not going to find them in Somali areas. What's your thought on that? Or is it just me?
I don't know. I haven't noticed that. I never noticed that. And then the guys, yes, man, if you have noticed that. Nope. Look.
Hello, Marcin Kayin.
What's happening? Yeah.
What up, man?
Are we still here?
Yeah.
It went dead for a bit, man. What's happening, man?
Yo, Qurahta20 said that, what do you lot think about YouTubers using like Somali food? Somali, the word Somali, where there's Somali
Wait,
culture,
guys, I'm gonna
language,
come back here.
to get views. Hey, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna come back here.
We don't have no Somali. What? Let them use what people using Somali as a word or using it as a
like
video.
as culture, like to get views.
Yeah, because why not? Up to this new culture, yeah, man. Why
Culture
not?
vulture.
I'm
not happy about but like, what do you think of like Somali words being misused?
No, it's wrong, wallah. It is, especially in the music as well. They're using it in the music and pronouncing it differently, and then using it for different meanings. It's not right. It's not right. But where are we to complain about it? Where do we have that power, or are we at that stage where we can turn around and say, "Hey, you shouldn't have done that. That's not right. We don't say nothing about you." You know what I mean? If I mention anything about Israelites, Israel, yeah, I am anti-Semitic.
I won't be surprised, if someone patents Somali food. Wallahi, I won't be surprised because Lion King, that word Hakuna Matata. The word Swahili word Hakuna Matata has been patented by Hollywood.
Yeah, Walt Disney owns it. Yeah, I know.
Is that shocking? Like what's even shocking?
And it's a word or Kenyan word. It's part of the Swahili, and the man just they just took it.
What does Hakuna Matata even mean?
It means don't worry.
No worries.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata.
What's even funny? But you're so right. Yeah, Afrikaans are so powerless. Yeah, frankincense. Someone was even talking about this. Frankincense. I just found this out now. Frankincense is patented.
It's some of the most expensive essence with frankincense. Rad. Well, it's
No,
really,
I'm talking about is patented. I'm trying to tell you that the tree or the discovery of it is patented by these European countries. I don't know about Somalia, but these African countries where it's grown, they've patented like the sequence. I don't know, because seeds can be patented. Did you know that?
Yeah, they took it away from Africa now, man. They're using it in the head. They're trying to manipulate it.
And they'll charge you for it. They'll charge you for it. Imagine if they go to Somalia right now and they discover a species of frankincense that could be used to cure this dawa or this illness, and they find the they find it, and they find
the skip. Let's find the skip.
Let's die, mission, bro. If you don't look up to your own goods, yeah, I'm gonna come over there and take it for my needs. I'm gonna use it for my needs, and I'm gonna progress using your stuff.
But
And that's
but do you think seeds should be patented from
no, it
from
should be.
a
You have free with you shouldn't be patented. But what they do is there's certain things that you can. Antibiotics are made from certain trees. Those trees are patented already. They're in the Philippines, bro. Most of those trees are found in the Philippines, yeah, where they make the antibiotics and stuff. In Philippines, they are patented. They own it. They sell it to the West. They actually sell it back to the West. The West buys it off them. But now the West is trying to create it like in-house, genetically modified bits and pieces that are in Somalia. They genetically want to create everything they need from all the natural resources around them. They're gonna try to create it rather than buy it. Which company is Dr. Rad Balguri? Looks like I'm talking to myself again.
No, which company? I don't even know what happened to that guy.
Brad, I'm not a scatter, yeah.
Scored
Hey, Max Rodriguez, come in, man.
Yes, yeah, but waa maqnaa xoogaan dad baa ila joogay haddaan soo laabtay was popping.
Nothing much, man. Should Somalia be patented, bro? Should we have a copyright on everything in Somalia so nobody can actually use it?
We don't need to patent nothing, bro. Somalia is there, it's natural, our land, man. It's there for us forever.
Yeah, but how can you patent Somalia?
Yeah, you can't patent. Yeah, you can't patent a country.
You can patent the countries, the language. We can patent Dagan Kena. We can. Up to the Walt Disney one time at a couple of area cases. Patent area, man.
laga daa patega sheegaysan resource-ka laga fakarayaa iyo si loo kala qaybsan lahaa iyo si adduunka loo qaybsan lahaa iyo sidii markino oo I mean be part of the free world, free economic trade.
We should have a copyright on something, man, because Dagan Kena up to very important to the world. They like our Dagan, bro. With that rebellious country on the Horn of Africa.
Yeah. Anyway, what's the topic? What will we be talking about?
Yeah, the topic right now is I'm calling it company, yeah, which company or going around and finding things and useful things like the frankincense and seeds, and they patent it, they hide it from people. They straight away, as soon as they find it, they patent it, and then they charge people for use of it.
In our lands, in Somalia?
No, or in Africa. Most of the frankincense is found in Africa, mainly in Africa, predominantly West or East Africa. I know, but they haven't come to our land yet. Imagine if they come in there and they find a good seed that can cure everything and things like that, and they patent it straight away. That was the question. Because they've done that already in other African countries like Morocco and bits and pieces. They already patented them.
So you can patent, like you said, you can patent love. You can patent lavender, but you can't patent. What did they say?
The frankincense, you have to patent it. You can patent everything, bro.
So we got the resources. So we got the thing from beginning. Okay.
Natural but the frankincense is slightly different. But we can't find the seeds there because there's sisters in it.
But yeah, listen. If you got the natural ingredient, yeah, you just put a price, and you're the main ingredients. You just put the prices up for yourself.
Yeah, but that's the reason why.
Okay, you mean that they can be bought from other parts of Africa for the same price or price cheaper than yours?
Yeah, of course. That's why the Africa like they have the frankincense one company. I don't know. I believe it's a French company. I'm not sure. The main one is a French company. They have patents on them. So which
You know,
means
Lush.
they
Yeah, but
call
you know, Lush Cosmetic. They
yeah.
buy their frankincense, I think, from the north of Somalia. Okoiga is Lush Cosmetics. They source their frankincense from Halkas.
Wow. And who sells it to them? Somali, Mr.
Farmers. There's even a company called Boz Wellness. They're
Yeah.
based in Vermont. It's owned by a Somali guy. I'll post a website. They sell like frankincense products like spray, antiseptic cream, wahas.
In what form is he selling it? What form is that at the time?
Liquid form, like
Medicinal form, you know, where you can use it as antiseptic cream or antiseptic mel or mel marka ku xanuunta ama meel kaa dilaacdo kale, you know,
I'll
sprays.
post the website.
Okay, Firi, let's start from the beginning. So ubaha foha into kabaha selo hela.
You can farm it.
Okay, that's the beginning. So the
I
farmers
swear
they
it comes
farm
from
it.
a tree. I swear
It's
foot
a
comes from
tree.
like a
You make
pump.
the tree bleed. It's a special tree. When the tree grows to a certain degree, you cut the tree. You slice in the tree. The
So
juices that come out.
it involves like some work, like basically for a farmer, someone that's got the expertise, basically.
Yeah, of course. It's like marble, you know, marble syrup. Do you know how marble syrup?
Yeah. Canadian
Yeah,
marble
it's
syrup. I
similar.
remember that.
Just similar, bro. They have to slice it and cut the tree. And then that becomes frankincense. That's the lagahas.
Yeah, but I posted the link. You could check out on the private section.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, both
So
of them.
is that regulated though? I mean that industry.
Not
Even
really.
frankincense, Max. Did you know frankincense? Yeah, and I don't know if it's from the same tree or not. Did you know Coca-Cola soft drink companies use frankincense?
No way.
Gum arabic. No. That's gum arabic. Gum arabic, which is grown in Somalia and Sudan. Gum arabic is all white and that. Yeah, similar to Forhaya, the white one is used in Coca-Cola soft drinks.
Yeah. Part of the process of making Coca-Cola.
And yet we still produce that and we still sell it to these companies.
I don't know if we sell it.
I'm surprised. Yeah, but gum arabic is not even used in Somalia. That's the weird thing. It's not even used. You know, in Somalia, kokaha, they don't even they don't even use raw sugar cane. In Kenya, they use raw sugar to make Coca-Cola. Somalia, gum arabic grows there and in Sudan, and they don't even use that. It's shocking,
it's
and they probably bought.
It's sold over, yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. We don't use it. Only time we use it is if we chew it natural. Like if we try to chew it, no, and that stuff. But it doesn't work. We don't like it, so we send it over.
Even
the process.
for example, I'll give an example. Yeah, you know, Mirinda. I think gum arabic is used in their Coca-Cola and their orange drink, and they put vitamin C fortified, and they probably get most of their stuff from Somalia, the gum arabic here and the ingredients, and they'll sell it to you. I'm thinking, why doesn't our Coca-Cola taste like Kwa Arabta? Because you know the syrup, as you said, Yabata, is bought over. Can you believe that?
I know. Yeah. It's all bought over, bro. They process it, we pay for it, but we don't want to pay for it, so we only do what we can do. Our one. It's never gonna taste the same. Look at in Mexico and stuff. They use they use clear sugar, bro. They don't use none of the stuff. Wallah, they use the mountain sugars and stuff like that. Wallah, I'm surprised, bro. It tastes so much different. It's unbelievable, bro.
Even biyahodi, you know, the biyahodi is different. The water, the ingredients they use it.
Yeah, I know. After
You
we
know,
be involved like this.
You know what's even annoying about Somalia? You can't even get there's no Pepsi bottling plant back home, but you can get the Pepsi from outside. That's gonna cost you like what? 7,000, 8,000 shillings. But Coca-Cola is gonna cost you 4,000 shillings. Or the biggest one, 6,000 shillings.
That's sad. I know. So what are you gonna do about it? When are you gonna start creating your own Coca-Cola in Somalia?
If I had my own Coca-Cola, I'd probably call it I don't know, man. Probably call it Goodies Cola.
Goodies Cola.
Goodies Cola. Maybe after Ahmed Gure. and put a logo of him, with the horse and that.
Okay.
He said,
His
Rad,
color.
you're a big fan of Ahmed Gure.
Yeah.
Yeah, national hero.
MashaAllah. Do you know that song? Ahmed Gure. Mawude man. Manga blamin. Darwishki. Genya du madalala.
Yeah. You know that song?
My Magarania, man. Magarania. Also, it's not just that, yeah. And maybe we need to look into patenting, Somalia, that we need to establish a patenting organization. That's what we need to work on. Because I'm worried in the future, what happens to some guy called Guled that's living in Gabahare, comes up with some invention or whatever, how's he going to patent it? Because if there's no patenting organization in your home country, imagine going international. That's the worst thing.
Yeah, you're gonna get smoked.
Do you know about patents and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Trademark, not just trademark. Like, for example, let's say if I'm in Somalia and I own my own soft drink company and I want to trademark my name. Actually, let's forget about it. Let's say I've got a fast food chain and this is very important, trademark and patenting. I trademark the name of my company and I've got, let's say, 200 branches in Somalia and I open branches in several countries, but I want to expand to America. Let's say in Minnesota or Milwaukee or North Carolina, where there's a company that's got my name and they operate in the same business as me, as fast food, and I sell, let's say, chicken, then we're going to have a problem there. I can't expand into that country because a company has got my name. That's when this whole lawsuit shit's going to happen. And I've been trading for, let's say, 30 years. That company's been trading for, let's say, 5 years. Because this shit has happened a lot.
Yeah, and then you go to courts and all that, but the winner is the one who's or the first one to use the name.
I'll give you an example. Ireland, there's a fast food chain in Ireland, which is similar to McDonald's. It's called Supermac. And McDonald's took the company to court because their burger is called Mac. Mac, you know the name Mac? And the company is called Supermac, but their burger is called McMac. You know, the range of burgers. The company won in the end. The Irish burger chain won because you can't trade the word Mac. Because Irish people have got a surname called Mac. Mick Dillon or Mick Murphy. You get what I'm saying? Mac is spelled with either MC or MAC. Mac. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think of that situation? Do you think that's too similar? Because Supermac and McDonald's with their burger.
But McDonald's burger is called Big Mac, innit? They just look after the trademark. Mac it doesn't matter whether they say big or small. So I don't know. The Irish company won anyway. I know that one because it came from hereditary. It was the same, similar. I remember the case, if I'm not wrong. They started that trade. That company started trading just after the 70s, 80s, 70s.
Is McDonald's Irish or Scottish?
Early 70s.
Because it's not American.
I don't know what it is. I'll be honest with you. And I didn't even.
I know McDonald's is an American company, but its origins, the people, is either Scottish or Irish or Scottish Irish because of the name and its history.
I don't know. I don't know. You have to ask the Americans. They like to eat that rubbish. Where's the American panelists?
American Burger King. I gotta admit, Burger King's absolutely rubbish, man. Absolutely rubbish. Even back home, right? Yeah, they need to invest in a fast food chain.
We need to reach that stage in it first. All you lot talking about now is like, wallahi, but we've got to work towards that.
Max, what do you think of this when it comes to like businesses in Somalia? We talked about languages. You know, I've noticed about our people, about business in Africa. No foreign company can dominate the Somali market, whether it's banking, whether it's money transfer, whether it's paid TV. Have you ever noticed that?
What you mean, like in what sense?
For example, I'll give you an example. There's a South African company called DSTV. It's similar to Sky. It's the Sky of Africa. They dominate bare countries, and there's a big telecom company called MTN, which is South African. They've dominated many countries in Africa. They've dominated Nigeria. They're basically raping bare countries in Africa. Even DSTV has opened up in Ethiopia. But in Somalia, there's like Astan TV, True Cable, Sky Cable TV, and there's many other companies. And the content is good with Astan. It's similar to Sky, and they got sports channels. And I don't feel they would be able to dominate the Somali market, whether it's pay TV, whether it's construction.
I don't think anyone can dominate the Somali telecommunication market. The Somalians are big
No,
in
I'm
the
talking about the
telecommunication
Somali market in general, like, because with Somali people right here, why would a Somali person go for DST? The only South African company I know that operates in Somalia is Soda King. Some Somali businessman bought the name of the franchise, the bottling plant called Soda King. That's the only South African company that's in Somalia.
Somali man who owns the franchise though?
No, the Somali man bought the brand. The name, the trademark of Soda King is a soft drink bottling company.
Yeah, I know, but he owns it. No, he bought, but he hasn't bought the full name. He can't use the Soda King outside Somalia. He can only use it in
No, he
Somalia.
bought the master license for the country. He bought the master license.
Yeah, for the country, for the whole country. He's the only one who can use Soda King as he wishes, or he can franchise it to anyone else.
You could probably sub-franchise it in the country.
Can. Yeah, but he's the only one who can do it. But why would he do that? He just use it for himself.
To be honest, I wouldn't even.
Anyway, they need real ambulances, man. Somalia needs real ambulances.
Well, you could invest in private ambulances. It's easy. If you can invest in that, you can make money.
I know. I tried, man. I'm trying, bro. It takes time, I need a lot of money. Nobody's collecting money for me. Hey, anybody got a new topic? We're losing the panel. We're losing the viewers. We're losing everything, man. Where's everyone? Am I talking to myself again? Hello? It looks like it. Hey, Max.
Yes, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. No more.
New topic, man. Drop it, man.
Yeah,
Yo, there's been an attack in Mogadishu, man.
No lie.
Subhanallah, man. Allah naxariisto dadka dhimatay, man. I'm just checking the news.
Oh, now? What's he talking about?
Yeah, well, what's going on? Like, I've been sidetracked though. Hella badan is going on around today, Earlier there was something going on in Jigjiga. I don't know, the Oromos or something was fighting.
Shit.
And then now I'm here in Mogadishu. If it's true, subhanallah, ilah. Where's Radu getting this breaking news from?
Hey, Dr. Rad. Where you?
Well, Al Jazeera.
Oh, Al Jazeera, okay. Sorry to the viewers, man. The panel's kind of busy. We just got breaking news. Adartana waxaa la sheegayaa Somalia ka dhacay qarxis balaayo in Mogadishu. We're just trying to get the latest, see what's happening.
Yes, subhanallah.
Any updates? Hey, Dr. Rad, update us, man.
Hello. That's what it says.
Hello. That's it. That's all it says. Come on, man. Update us. How many people? What happened? Who blew up? Who's claiming?
Let me
Anyone
read that
claiming?
now. No, it just says several civilians and soldiers killed in Mogadishu suicide attack. It's probably
Wow.
quite August Takasamaye.
Adoo kuwii xumaa terroristayaashii xumaa, man.
Basically, 9 people on Tuesday.
Yeah. It happens, man. Where's Khalid, man? Where's Khalid hiding now? Well, okay.
Yo.
What happened to you, man? Everyone left. You all left,
I'm
man.
dead. Oh, but did you get scared?
Huh?
No baqatay.
You're missing, man. Of course I got scared. I was looking for you.
We're here.
No, man. Them man, Maxi and them man, they went to check the news, man. That is the Somali Kadai, man.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, what's happening, bro? Let's see what has on.
Mogadishu dhexdeeda hadda ka dhacay.
Nah, man.
Okay, where you coming back from?
I mean, I was in the toilet.
Okay,
Subhanallah, you
listen.
don't say that. Shut up.
There's a mother going on, you know.
Well, in the CH.
Hey, look at the messages. Hospital in the comments. Man like Fast said, yeah, but hey, you man.
Yeah.
Mysterious Cypher. Mysterious Cypher. Nagbur has in yeah, also not to
We're gonna
worry.
talk about that later anyway. Listen, where's Yabade?
Hey. What's happening, man?
I'd say, you know, it's like, fucking no.
It's on Al Shabab. I mean, it's on Al Jazeera news, man. Rad just told us.
Well, something happened in Somalia.
Yeah, man. 9 people died and some civilians and some soldiers got dead, bro. Allah Nahadista, bro. It's suicide bomber. Well, suicide bomber, yeah. But no, we know who's gonna claim it anyway.
Okay, that's kind of crazy.
Ain't that the way it goes, bro?
It's looking serious, you know. They're saying it's a qarah right in the middle of Mogadishu somewhere.
Al Jazeera won't go into details just yet, man. They have to get their correspondence there, you know.
Subhanallah. It's crazy. Well, that's crazy. Yo, Khalid, you on there?
Yeah.
Are you trying to find out information about this now?
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Like, I'm looking at. Let me go to YouTube now. I'm trying to see if there's any news on that.
What's his name? Dr. Rad. He's the one I just mentioned it out of the blue.
Yeah, he went to Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera Kapur in the news. He said he gave me an update later and then he ran off. I think he's just following the story. Researching the story more.
Oh, it's mad, you know. Is this exactly the same thing I was gonna talk to you about? CH that happened now. CH, like, bro, it's Maza.
What's going on? The big room. Is it that big room?
Yeah, man. The big room is talking about Arsenal, and then just all of a sudden, Arsenal's just kicked off in Mogadishu.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'll go sign. Right.
Update.
An hour ago. Quick video hour ago. Let's watch it together.
Go on then, put it up. Let's see.
You know, come on. You know, SS, we stay on top of the scoop.
Where's Dr. Rad though? He's the one that he had a breaking news, like literally.
Playing the video.
Yeah.
asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu daawadayaal kulan wanaagsan qodobada muuqaalkan aad ku daawan doontaanna waxaa ka mid ah qarax xooggan oo ka dhacay agagaarka xerada xalane ee magaalada muqdisho haddaba khasaare ceenkee ayaa ka dhashay qaraxaasi yaase ka dambeeyey xog arrintaasi la xidhiirto ayaannu daawadayaal idiin soo gudbin doonnaa oo muuqaalka aad ku daawan doontaan cabsi soo wajahday shacabka ku nool magaalada muqdisho kadib qaraxa ismiidaaminta ahaa ee galabta ka dhacay halkaasi ra'iisul wasaare rooble oo la kulmay midowga musharaxiinta isla mar ahaantaana ka hadlay arrinta kiiska ikraan tahliil odayaasha beesha hawiye oo ka hadlay warqaddii xalayta uu soo saaray madaxweynaha wakhtigiisa uu dhammaaday maxamed cabdulaahi farmaajo dowladda jabuuti oo sheegtay in caafimaadkiisa uu wanaagsan yahay madaxweyne ismaaciil cumar geelle haddaba maxaa ka jira wararka lagu faafinayay baraha bulshada maalmaha laisla dhex marayay oo sheegayay in xaaladdiisa ay liidato qodobada iyo qaar kale oo faahfaahsan ayaa daawadayaal muuqaalka ku daawan doontaan haddii aad nagu cusub tahay nagu soo biir oo subscribe saar channelka si aad uga mid noqoto saaxiibada helo wararka aanu alaaba halkan soo gelinno aanu ku bilownay goor dhoweyd waxaa ka dhacay magaalada muqdisho ee caasimadda soomaaliya qarax xooggan gaar ahaan albaabka laga galo xerada xalane ee shisheeyaha ay degan yihiin ee magaalada muqdisho sida dad goobjoogayaal ay noo xaqiijiyeen waxaa qaraxa lala beegsaday makhaayad ku dhow meel lagu qaado canshuurta dowladda hoose balse weli ma caddo nooca qaraxa uu ahaa inkastoo warar hordhac ay sheegayaan inuu ahaa qarax ismiidaamin ah goobjoogayaasha ayaa sidoo kale tilmaamay inuu jiro khasaare ka dhashay qaraxa iyadoo weli si rasmi ah loo xaqiijin karin dhimashada iyo dhaawaca ka dhalatay qaraxaasi qaraxa ayaa imanaya toddobaadun kadib markii channelkeenna uu shaaciyey xog ku saabsan digniin ka soo baxday xafiisyada amniga ee hay-adaha ajnabiga ay ku leeyihiin muqdisho gaar ahaan xarunta xalane iyo sirdoonka soomaaliya oo ku saabsanayd in muqdisho ay ka dhici karaan weerarro culus xogta ay bixiyeen khubarrada amniga oo channelkeenna uu ogaaday ayaa waxa uu sheegay in weerarrada qaraxa ah ee laga cabsi qabo ay ka koobnaan karaan rag soo xirtay jaakadaha qaraxa gaadiid qaraxyo ah iyo weliba qaraxyada gaadiidka lagu xidho ee badanaa lagu dilo wadaha gaariga waxay ku soo kordho qaraxaasi daawadayaal muuqaalada xiga ayaad ku daawan doontaan dhinaca kale ra'iisul wasaaraha soomaaliya maxamed xuseen rooble ayaa galabta xafiiskiisa ku qaabilay xubnaha midowga musharaxiinta kuwa oo uu kala hadlay arrimo dhowra ra'iisul wasaare rooble iyo midowga musharaxiinta ayaa marka koowaad kulankooda uga hadlay sidii cadaalad loogu heli lahaa qoyska ikraan tahliil faarax laguna simi lahaa hay-adaha garsoorka oo keliya musharaxiinta ayaa ra'iisul wasaaraha u muujiyey sida ay ugu qanacsan yihiin hoggaamintiisa iyo weliba dardargelinta kiiska ikraan tahliil si cadaaladda loo horgeeyo islamarkaana uu ka ilaaliyo dhinaca farmaajo oo doonayo in kiiskaasi la duugo musharaxiinta ayaa sidoo kale waxa ay ka wada hadleen arrimaha doorashada iyo dardargelinteeda iyada oo la isla meel sidii loo sii wadi lahaa howlaha doorashooyinka waxaa dhinaca kale ay ka wada hadleen doorashada golaha shacabka oo la filayo inay dhowaan bilaabato iyagoo tilmaamay inay muhiim tahay in odayaasha loo daayo soo xulidda ergooyinka cabdiraxmaan cabdishakuur warsame oo ka mid ah xubnaha midowga musharaxiinta ee la kulmay ra'iisul wasaare rooble ayaa waxa uu sheegay ra'iisul wasaaraha inay isla garteen dardargelinta howlaha doorashooyinka waxa uu sheegay siyaasiga la yidhaahdo cabdiraxmaan cabdishakuur in ay ra'iisul wasaaraha kala hadleen sidii uu kiiska ikraan tahliil ku heli lahaa cadaalad laguna simi lahaa hay-adaha garsoorka iyo in la dardargeliyo arrimaha doorashooyinka iyo weliba in la qaboojiyo xasaradda waddanka ka taagan qaybaha dambe ee warkeenna ayaanu soo gaarnay. Odayaasha beesha Hawiye ayaa war ka soo saaray qoraalkii xalayto ka soo baxay madaxweyne Maxamed Cabdullaahi Farmaajo kaasi oo guddi u soo magacaabay kiiska Ikraan Tahliil. Odayaasha beesha Hawiye ayaa waxay sheegeen in kaliya ay ku qanacsan yihiin dadaalada uu wado ra'iisul wasaare Maxamed Xuseen Rooble oo ka mid ah odayaasha beesha gaaljecel gaar ahaanna ah ugaaska beesha ay ka dhalatay Ikraan Tahliil ayaa waxa uu sheegay in dowladda ay ka dalbanayaan in alla ay ka boqdo oo kiiska Ikraan ay uga shaqayso si cadaaladda.
aad ugu mahadcelinayaa duubabtii sharafta leh sida ay maanta wicitaankeeda iga ajiibeen oo ayna noo garab istaageen. waxaa kaloo mahadcelinayaa ummadda Soomaaliyeed meel walbo ay joogto dibad iyo gudo oo runtii arrintan maanta aan halkan u iskugu nimid oo ah kiiska Ikraam Tahliil Faarax sida ay ugu qayb qaateen oo runtii ay aad iyo aad u falceliyeen waa u mahadcelinaynaa dhammaan ummadda Soomaaliyeed. intaa kadib waxaan maanta iskugu nimid oo duubabkii sharafta leh aan u wacay in arrintan Ikraam oo runtii muddo socotay waxaan rajaynayaa inay maanta 76 miya ma aqaan intaan u malaynaa korka ma hayo ayay maqan tahay gabadhaas. kulley un maxaa yidhi wax sidii maalintaas iyada ah loo weyne meel ay saani cirib dhigtayna ma hayno wax inoo sheegana waan weynay waxyaabo badan oo kalena waa iska jiraan. waxaan leeyahay waxaan ka codsanayaa dhammaan ummadda Soomaaliyeed in ay kiiskaasi nagu garab istaagto oo ay xaqa u hiiliyaan oo gabadhaas runtii la dhibaateeyey oo la afduubay oo aanan raq iyo ruux lahaynin ay ilaahay idankiis nagula dadaalaan sidii aan u heli lahayn cadaaladda. waxaan dowladda ka codsanayaa madaxweynaha
This data is wrong every freaking time.
Have you heard of HubSpot? HubSpot is a CRM platform where everything is fully integrated.
Whoa, I can see the client's whole history, calls, support tickets, emails, and here's a task from 3 days ago I totally missed.
HubSpot, grow better.
As parents, we try to tailor the world for our kids. Okay, maybe this is too far.
Hey guys, time for a break.
That's why we created Junior, a kids yogurt with 35% less sugar, rich in
How do you guys think of that? Feel about that then?
There's Maxi. Yo, Max.
Max wuu cararay markii roob laga arko maqluub wuu cararay.
Yes, K.
What did you think of that?
That is just mad fucking wallahi. Listen, there's bad things going on in Somalia, you know. There's also earlier today there was an official statement or an official document came out from the president's office about certain things. I don't know what it is. There's a khilaf going on between Roble and the president. And then look at this, typical Somalian, yeah? Typical Somalian politics, yeah? Every time there's things like this, yeah, all of a sudden Al-Shabaab reappears.
Asra. Yo, maxaa umaleynaysaa in la isticmaalayo qarxiskan as a scapegoat for the gabadha dhimashadeeda iyo madaxtooyadan iyo isku dhagan yahay? You think they're trying to divert our attention to something else?
So you know what I'm saying? It's mad, wallahi. Okay. It's just like all of a sudden there's issues going on within the state. Al-Shabaab have been very quiet. We wasn't hearing anything from these people all of a sudden, look, there's a qarah in Mogadishu. Literally.
Yeah.
Next to Halana. Was I hearing correct? Was it next to Halana?
Yeah, it was next to Halana, yeah. Yeah. That's what you heard correctly, Max, man. It's true. But all I'm saying is up to you. Everything's like, it has happened. It's like, it's expected, you know? truly sad, man. More than one artist, man. It's gotta be more than